Hit it already! Ow!
Welcome to Humpcast, everybody, the show where a couple of buds get buzzed and talk about stuff like nerds and geeks to help you get through your weeks. My name's Garrett Lee.
I'm Ryan D.
And I'm Ricky C.
And today, it's just going to be us three.
That's it.
That's
Nice.
it. No, even fucking D is apparently, I just found out right now, for whatever reason, him and your brother decided to do their podcast right now.
Oh, well,
Perfect.
cool.
Cool. But either way, we're having this.
Maybe if they finish before us, we can have them jump on.
Message them. Go for it. Yeah, tell them to do that. Just jump on, and then you can shoot them the link or whatever if you feel like it. Because why not? But I mean, it would have been a cooler thing, I think, if we just had a bigger podcast. But no, they just decided that this is when they wanted to go. Either way, the show is not just for them. The show is for you, the listeners, and the viewers that will come eventually. And Sienna's here too as well. What's up, Sienna?
Hey.
Just like every episode of Humpcast, we start off with an alcoholic beverage of some sort. Today is actually no different. So let's go ahead and start off with our current resident emo boy down there, Ricky C. What are you drinking?
This emo boy is drinking a Vice POG from Wild Barrel. This is their a series that they do of their Berliner Weisses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's usually like different sort of like either fruits or fruit blends or berries. And this one is passion fruit, oranges, and guava. And it's fucking delicious.
What's the percentage on that?
It's only 5.2, but it's actually really fucking good.
That still sounds really fucking delicious, though.
It's good. Find it, drink it, put it in your throat hole.
Ryan, what are you drinking? What do they allow you to have up there in space?
Fucking eggs. No, these. I got the alien eggs.
I understood after that.
I decided to take a little break from beer because that's all I've been drinking these days, and so I got some Trulies.
Truly
Trying to lower my calorie intake, but I had Taco Bell today, so
it's a bad.
All right.
Not helping.
You're like, I'm drinking Trulies, so I'm healthy. And look, it's blueberry. That's a fruit.
Yeah.
I've
got antioxidants.
I've been okay this week. I've been eating a lot of vegetables and having balanced meals, but today I was just like, I don't feel like cooking shit. I'm just gonna go get some Taco Bell.
Yeah, nice. I am drinking something. I found it at my liquor store over here, and it's a different version of stuff that we're familiar with, which I told Ricky yesterday actually that I found it. It's called Captain Dynamite IPA, but what it is a different version. I'll show you the can right now, if I can. There it is.
There you go.
And it's actually a different version of the Voodoo Ranger from New Belgium. But it's pretty interesting looking. It's a hazy. It is 7.7% alcohol. And that's kind of it. It doesn't say anything else on the can. It says on the box, but fuck it.
Man, that Voodoo Ranger fucked me up the other day. I don't know if I told you. It was last week, I think.
Yeah, you told us on the podcast, I think.
I had like 4 of them. They crept up on me hard.
Cheers.
Nice. Cheers.
And cheers to you out there. Hopefully you're drinking with us.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's nothing else to do.
Yep.
So I actually had a pretty fun weekend. My mom and my sister came over, and Steve as well, and my niece. So we've been talking about having them over and hanging out, but
wait, I was gonna say then I mean, just to make sure everyone's like all healthy and cleaned up and whatnot.
Yeah. That was what we were waiting for, obviously. So my mom went and got like an antibodies test and all this other shit, and so she's good now. My grandparents are good now. My sister never got it. My sister never got it, and she ended up staying with my dad. So,
I was gonna say, how did it happen that she didn't get it?
She stayed with my dad for that month, I guess. So, but yeah, we had a fucking great time. I was just happy to have my niece over and shit, and like I got all excited, and I bought all these snacks and shit, and then those unicorn gummies. I was all excited to give them to her, and I was like, "Look, I got gummies," and she goes, "My dentist says I can't have no more gummies."
What?
The hell? Fuck that dude.
That was hilarious.
Okay.
Because I don't know, she's not brushing good enough. They're getting stuck in her teeth. She had like too many cavities the last time my sister took her in.
How old is she now?
She's turning 4.
Oh, okay.
So she's turning 4 in March.
March. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah, and I got a little recording of her and I we had a 3-minute podcast.
I saw you post like a little story or something. I thought it was cute because she has a fucking Jack Daniels bottle.
Jack Daniels bottle right there. Yeah, I know. She brought that.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like, oh, you guys start really young now.
Yeah.
No, but she's at that perfect age where like she loves to help, you know. So like I just go, hey, I need your help. I need you to get your beer out of the fridge.
Yes.
And she's like, okay, just run and grab it.
Yeah. I just realized that, like your niece and my quote unquote niece, she's not actually blood related, they're the exact same age. They're literally like a month apart.
They're not too far. She's close to Matt's daughter's age too, Matt Lockwood.
Nice. Oh, that's cool. But I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, they're at that perfect age where it's like you can't really like they're not great at like conversations, but they understand things and they do want to help. So I'm like, what we do is we play tag, and she always runs at me and like full force tag, and then like because she can't run fast, I just immediately tag her again, and then we play hide and seek, but I don't think she like, gets the concept of it really. So like I'm in my chair and she hides like 5 feet away. Yeah, and I'm like, I found you, and then she's like, yeah.
Well, we played hide and seek too, and we did the thing. She doesn't understand it either, right? But it's like, I'm like, where is she? She's like clearly behind a chair. And so you gotta play it off like you can't find her, and so like to her that's the game. So she's like, okay, you hide in the closet, and I'll look for you.
Nice. No, I put a piece of paper over my face, and she pretended like she didn't find me.
Yeah, exactly. That's
the paper down. She's like, I found you. I'm like, oh, fuck, you're good. Okay.
Exactly. I hid in the closet with the door open, with the door open and my head hanging out. You know?
Yeah. It was cute. Actually, her birthday is next week. I think my niece's. I bought her. Well, you can't see it because I have a green screen background. I bought her a little because she loves playing catch. She's just not good at catching the ball.
Mm-hmm.
So I got her a small ball, like a soccer ball too, because so she can play catch with it, but also it's a lot easier for her to play since she's at her house right now.
Yeah.
And these 2 mini soccer ball goal posts, whatever the fuck they're called, and that way, like whenever I'm over there, we could play like a little soccer game, and then work on our coordination because she has none right now.
Well, and then you know how Steve lived with them for so long, so that was pretty much how I convinced him to come down and hang out because I was like, Zafira's coming over, and I was like, she's been asking about you. So
has he not come over yet? Steve?
Well, they haven't seen it over here twice. That time was the second time. So but like, so we've been doing the podcast like remote, and then just like this, and then but my sister and Zafira have been gone from his place, so he hasn't seen Zafira. And then they got COVID and stuff, and it was funny. I was over at my dad's. I think it was Christmas, and then and I was Zafira was using my phone, and I was like, okay, I need my phone, like because Steve was calling me or something. I was like, I gotta call Steve, and she goes, Steve, and she goes, who's Steve? And I go, Steve, you lived with him. He always, he's always cooking food. And she goes, oh, Steve's your brother. And I go, yeah, sure.
That's so cool. Well, I'm kind of curious that, well, I guess if he's your brother, that makes him
Uncle Steve.
Yeah. Because when I was a kid, I don't remember 100% because he wasn't really around in my life after I moved, like only for holidays. My Uncle Mikey. Did you guys ever meet him?
I remember Uncle Mikey, yeah.
Yeah, dude. When I was a kid, I thought he was related to me, and it didn't occur to me that he was like Belizean and he looked black, and it was like, yeah, it's my uncle.
I mean,
but I thought like blood uncle too. Okay, like how is he related to me?
Yeah,
he's on my he's my aunt's friend, so I was like, he's on my mom's side.
Yeah. Well, I just he gets a little weirded out about it because she loves him. You know what I mean? It's like I'm like he's a little standoffish about having, you know what I mean? Like it is a little strange when it's not your blood related relative or something like that, right? And but she fucking loves the shit out of him, and he's just like, I don't want to. He's like, I don't really want to like overstep any boundaries. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm like, just don't be weird. Like, you're making it weird. Yeah, like she loves you. He's kind of getting out of it. Like he brought her a gift and everything, and she was so fucking happy.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what I said. Nice. Like, I mean, it depends on how you are with the family, and obviously Steve is pretty much as close as I think you can kind of get to not blood related family. So like,
right.
Same thing. I put air quotes. I'm like, my niece. None of my fucking brothers or sisters has kids.
Right.
But I have friends who I consider family, and their family.
It's like it was like I was hanging out at Lockwood's quite a bit, and I think Tiffany, his daughter, ended up calling me her uncle or something like that, and then it kind of bugged me a little bit, but it bugged me that they corrected her because I was like, no, I could be her uncle. What the fuck, man? I was like, if that's what you want to call me, you can call me that.
I don't know if this is a fact, but it's something that it makes me feel like it. Hispanic culture in general promotes the fact that your uncles and your aunts are not necessarily blood related.
Yeah, I mean,
Tios and tias that have no relation to you whatsoever.
Especially the idea of like a Nino and Nina, like something like mine weren't even related to me. Well, my Nino isn't, but I don't even talk to him. I don't know who he is. Well, I know who he is, but he was like my my bio dad's like buddy, but he was my Nino, so
yeah.
I never went through any of that because they couldn't get me to sit still in church, so they just gave up entirely. That's a true story. Is they tried to get me to go to church, and I would not sit the fuck still, and they just stopped trying. They're like, nope, not gonna do it.
Yeah, I hated.
Wow.
Like my younger sister is like full on, everything church. Well, full on inducted into. I don't even know the terms. You know the terms. But not me.
Clearly.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, I was like, technically Ryan's full on in there too, but he's about as far from Catholic as you can get now.
Oh, was Ricky. Ricky is too.
Yeah, I am too.
Wow.
We actually Ricky was in the same class as Paul, and I really wanted to move and go with you guys, but my mom refused because first of all, my grandma was paying for our shit, and she was like volunteered at that church all the time, so that was like her fucking parish, right? So that's why she insisted on us going to Annunciation, but I really wanted to go and be with Paul and Ricky.
Yeah, we didn't have the same classes, but like we went at the same time, so like unless like every now and again, like they have like all the classes like do something together, so that's like the only time we have to hang out together.
Yeah
it was cool.
That's where I met Forrest. That's where I met Forrest. That's where I met Forrest Goss of Delta Rose.
Yeah,
nice. Was church school as he called it.
Yeah. I still have a friend of mine. It doesn't matter her name. It was like in my phone it says so and so from church school, and just because that's only because she went to church school and talked about it so much, and obviously I didn't go, so I was like, yeah, so and so from church school.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish I did more of that for people that I meet because I have so many like random contacts on my phone that I'm like, who the fuck?
You need to put where you know them from. There's a ton of and I hate it because there's a lot of definitely people I put in there when I was drunk because I had no idea who they are.
All the time.
It was like first names like fucking like I don't know. I know a bunch of people named Paul and Frank, but like you'll just get one name. Like, who the fuck is this?
Yeah, it's funny because like Steve, I was talking about how like Steve has in his contacts, it's like that one white dude from fucking Whole Foods. It's like, or that Jewish guy that I talked to about dodgeball. Like that, they're all very fucking distinct descriptions.
Nice.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, it's like I got somebody's name from fucking BuzzFeed. Like they're in sitcom. So somebody named Alicia Sitcom, Alyssa in parentheses Kong, which I think is from Congregation. My hair lady, her name is Amy, and in parentheses is Amy Hair.
Yeah,
Nice.
Well, that guy Rob that we had on last week.
Mm-hmm.
I have him on my phone as Rob Dog from the Bill.
Oh, nice. Then the worst is like there's like 1,000 of like one person or one name. I'm like, I don't even know if one of these are a close friend, I don't remember which one is which.
I know. Well, that's why now I just hope that they reply. Like I'll send when we exchange numbers, I'll just
the very first one in E is Ed, and I have no idea who that is.
Ed.
I can't show you, but it says ED. It's just Ed.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you? Who is Ed?
There's a guy named Ed. He's an old gentleman. I don't know if I told you guys. No, this happened later. I was just on a good one, and then I was over here. I was at that little dive, and there's this old guy named Ed. He's just this milky white, like older white dude. Got to be in his 60s or something.
Mm-hmm.
And I upset him because I challenged him, right? But like I was just joking around. Like he's like a fucking old guy, right? Like so he was talking shit to me, and I go, you know what, Ed? I haven't been in a bar fight in about 5 years, but I'll fuck you up tonight.
Oh my god!
But I was just kidding, and the whole bar started laughing, because I was joking. Yeah. But he got pretty mad at me, and I had to like apologize and be like, dude, I was just joking. He's like, well, I don't fucking know you that well. He's like, I thought you were being some punk, and I was like, dude, come on, like, you really think I'm gonna try and fight you, like over the jukebox? Like, come on, man.
Wow.
I know. I guess that was just me taking it a little too far. I don't know, because he was talking shit. So I was like,
yeah.
Don't talk shit if you can't get hit, Ed.
But he was busted. He was talking shit, like got busting my balls, right? And I was taking it, and then I just took it a step further, right? Like I challenged him.
I don't know, dude, because I mean, there's definitely a lot of people that I thought like were pretty chummy with me and whatnot, and then like people just take things like there's a switch in people's minds that'll go from like busting people's balls to like I will actually fight you. So to be honest, like if you don't know him that well, it could be a thing.
Yeah, I know, but I thought he would laugh it off. This fucking this guy half his age challenged him to a fight. Like, come on, dude.
You look like a fighter, bro. I don't know.
I'm over it, man. I told you some guy tried to fight me at this other bar I went to, and I was just like, dude, come on. Like, it was over some dumb shit, and I just was like, can you come? I was like, for real? For real? He's like, I don't know. He said some shit, and I was like, I'm just gonna walk outside. And he's like, well, you want to take? I'm like, no, I'm gonna go hang out by the fire, and you're just gonna stay in here, and we're not gonna do that.
You're gonna leave me alone.
Yeah. It's like, knock it off, dude. Come on.
Nice.
Well,
definitely don't miss that about going out for sure. So wait, does the pandemic just not exist over there anymore?
No.
Okay.
But like I said, I don't know. It's weird. It's like I've bounced around to a few different places, but I don't really like going to that other spot anymore. But when I'm out with Rob, like he fucking always wants to go to that spot because there's a bunch of hood rats there all the time. But it's like I don't like it. There's a lot of fucking drama and testosterone and but it is a cool place because there's a giant backyard area.
Yeah.
With like a bonfire and stuff, and I'm sure when things go to a sense of normalcy, there's like a stage, like they have like bands play in the back and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. I prefer to just go to this little tiny dive there. But even that, I'm like, it's the same fucking 8 people every goddamn time. So I'm like, this is boring.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, if there wasn't a pandemic, I would love to go out and be able to just meet a bunch of new people again. I was considering this because like somebody asked me if like I don't know. It's like a lot of my friends they're all doing their own thing, but I'm just like I do miss meeting new people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I love my friends, but one, can't really see them safely right now. And two, it's just like I do enjoy just meeting a person and then never seeing them again.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I haven't gone anywhere for a while. Like, once there was like a huge spike again. I kind of just was like, yeah, I'm not going anywhere. I mean, I went to the Bell to watch football, I think, like last week, and that was probably it.
What about your roommates though?
They go to that same spot, just the one around the corner, and then they go to work. So I don't know, but I'm sure Doug's not. I mean, he doesn't think it's fucking. He's like, yeah, whatever. If I get it, I get it.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's what makes it like the hardest is a lot of my friends, and this is the weird. Like within the last 2-3 months, I've had more people that I know get it than ever, and they all say the same thing. I have no idea how I got it. I'm like, first of all, most of you fucking fuckers do. Second of all, you don't know who the people you're around are around.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's what's shitty,
I mean, I don't know. I've only heard of one person around this
these
new group,
reports
around these here parts that got it, and then but they're okay. Like I don't know. Like I said, I don't even really, I know I've gone out more than most people, but it's really not that much.
I know. It's neither here nor there. It's just the fact that it's like in the places that are most heavily populated. Is that somebody's TV or something?
What am I hearing?
Yeah, can you hear that?
Yes.
What the hell? It's not supposed to like hear anything past this room. This shit's not working.
Oh yeah, did you get your monitor situation fixed? I know yesterday it kept going out.
Yeah, it was the cable. Thank God.
That's good. Yeah, dude, it's just like it sucks because it's like for people like myself, like Ricky, who have taken almost every precaution we can to be safe. It sucks when other people aren't, and that's the main thing. And then I mean, there's also the main thing of people are dying. But I get it where it's like in places that, like you said, you've heard of one person there that's gotten it. Yeah, I mean, is it possible that there's a whole city that nobody is infected at all? Absolutely. Is it possible that one person rolls through and because everyone's not being safe, everyone gets infected, or a lot of people do? Absolutely as well. And that's the hard part, which sucks. And then, Ricky and I are down here, which is closer to LA, more populated. Ricky somehow froze. It's weird. Life is fucking weird, and it's not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with my camera.
I think it's frozen again. Try going out and in.
Damn it.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I get, like I said, we're just here in the same fucking place we were just a few months ago. I mean, it's not, nothing's changed really.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, because of how interconnected everything is, it's difficult to kind of treat things like by a case-by-case basis. Like, oh, you're in, where you're at, then you must be fine because there's not many cases. Whereas like, oh, I'm in LA and there's a lot of cases, but it's not the same with the constant travel, with the constant, all this stuff. You never know. Yeah. So it's like, it's difficult unless someone's being as safe as someone like myself or Ricky. Yeah. And even then, I haven't seen Ricky since probably the last time you saw Ricky. Like in person.
I don't expect to see Ricky very much over these next couple years anyway. Even after the pandemic, he's be like, nope, not going outside.
I beg to differ. I think once we feel safe enough after the pandemic, and it's not like day one pandemic over type of thing. It's as soon as enough people get vaccinated to lessen the amount of people going to the fucking ICU hospital and dying, to the point where we can say, all right, it's fine. We'll open things up and hopefully, not a shit ton of other people die. Because there is other things out there that are killing people. It's just that, literally in LA, there are no fucking hospital beds. They are telling ambulances to not bring people to the hospital that aren't going to make it.
Yeah, but that's what makes it so fucking weird to me is just, I don't know. I'm not, I'm not saying it's non-existent or whatever, or the risk isn't there, but I'm just like, I should have gotten it, And I'm just like, I don't know what. I mean, either I've been that lucky or there's something else going on,
We are very, very aware of of all the people that we know. I would have guessed you would be like the first one.
Yeah,
same.
Right, motherfuckers.
What's also fucking weird? That's the thing. It's the probability is fucking weird. Like you and my brother are probably the two people that I would think would have gotten it. There is a possibility that Jason got it. My brother got it in 2019, and maybe that's something.
Same,
because he was very sick, and I was
really sick at the end of 2019.
Yeah. The only thing is I've lived with him since then, so it's like I don't think that he would have gotten it and I'd not get it with how close we are. Like, it's not just living together; we share every fucking thing, and it's not like he's clean. he's not like he's a
right.
Like we
he could have been asymptomatic.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's kind of a person by person. It's a person by person fucking thing. It's not like That's what I'm saying. Like even like Paul had it. He had it. He said he had no symptoms, 0, but he kept testing positive, and his girlfriend was dying. Like he said, not dying, but he said that it hurt her heart, and they had to quarantine, and he was like, I feel fucking fine. He said he had no symptoms, nothing. He didn't even have he didn't even feel anything.
Yeah, and that's the weird thing is like the worst thing I think about this specific virus is that it hits people so differently that you don't get definitive answers. And fear, the number one thing that people fear is the unknown. So if you don't have an answer for something, it's like opening a can of beer. The first can of beer is beer. The second can of beer is a swarm of fucking locusts. You know what I mean? You're like,
that'd be crazy.
You just have no answers. It's like it doesn't make sense. It's just a thing.
Yeah.
Like one in 6 cans of beer contains fire.
Or bees.
I know. Well, moving on. Anyway, just wanted to say I had a great fucking weekend, but
that's great.
I drank all weekend and partied really hard, and then like I said, I've been out of commission for these past couple days. But I got this new backdrop thing, and I got a new bed finally. I got a fucking bed, guys.
Is your backdrop
nice?
A different one than you already had?
No, I still had it, but I got a thingy. Like a backdrop frame thing, yeah.
Got it.
Because we had it in the garage, and I had it just hanging from the rafter.
You got like one of the things that like I got with just the stands.
Yeah, exactly. I got probably the same fucking one.
Maybe. I'm trying to think. Did mine come with the green screen?
And I may have broken it already.
Dude, my fucking brother broke mine. Yeah.
Yeah, I did something stupid.
Did you try and do pull-ups on me?
No. I was like, fuck it. I was trying to put the rod into the hole and it wasn't working. So I was like, maybe these holes are too small. Men
have that problem, dude. We're at that a certain age.
So I was like, maybe these holes are too small. And so I started just like,
some men have that problem, dude.
Shut up. I got this thing, and I started widening the holes, and then I realized, oh shit,
that gift, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
And then I realized there actually were 2 rods that had the right size hole. Jesus Christ, I can't even.
Nice.
You're like a fucking 12-year-old. You've never.
My sense of humor in that aspect will never change. Ever.
I know. It's really fucking annoying.
Never, ever, ever.
What? Holes?
Bruh. All right. So, I mean, let's see. Did I do anything? I haven't really done anything. I am gonna plan a trip though with my family. We're going to the ranch next month, so I'm happy about that.
Oh, that's cool.
For President's Day weekend, I mean, it's
that's
something.
Up this way, is it? When you go to the ranch, do you come up this way?
It's the opposite way now.
You go through that way. That's right. It's like this.
Yeah, it's up, but so basically we take the 5 all the way up.
Yeah. To the what is it, the 13 or something like that through Mojave? No.
Well, there's okay. So there's two different ways. Mojave is faster. Some people say. So this is what I was told my entire life, and then I looked it up on Google Maps, and it's actually bullshit. It's they say that Mojave is faster, but going through Bakersfield is a nicer like to see. You can see stuff. I looked it up on Google. Not a thing. It's actually Bakersfield is faster and it's nicer, and you have more places that you can stop.
Well, you'll get less traffic if you go through Bakersfield.
It depends. I guess it does depend.
I mean, if you go through Mojave, if you drive up to 5, you always run the risk of hitting some sort of fucking accident or something.
Yeah. And it does depend on little variables like that when you go, blah blah blah. But
technically, Mojave is faster if you want to just avoid people.
Yes. I don't have that issue though. So like my whole life, you know, how my dad drives, like the drive took anywhere from like 5 to 8 hours. I did it in 3.5.
Oh yeah, I've done it in about 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it didn't take us that long either when last time we went.
Your dad drives like a fucking grandpa.
Dude, okay, so the last time we went with him, I drove my car, he drove his truck with my mom, and he's like, all right, let's do a caravan because he loves to do that. And I get it.
Oh, God.
Safer, especially in a place like that where there is no cell phone signal past a certain point. It does.
You got the walkies. You guys do the walkies.
We should have.
Oh, I thought for sure he would have taken that from my dad. He would have taken that. That was
maybe,
my thing. Every time we would caravan, we'd have walkies in all the cars.
That makes a lot more sense. My dad does have walkie-talkies, and we use them on the property since there's no cell phone signal. But we didn't do it while we were driving. Either way, the thing was like, at a certain point, it was just like I'm literally like not even touching the gas and going downhill and like passing him by. I'm like, this is so bad.
Yeah. Well, I remember when we were, I remember the last time. What was the last? Was Yosemite when we were like 20?
Yeah,
probably the last time we all went together. And I remember your dad having a hard time keeping up with my dad. And I think at some point my dad just ended up just leaving him behind.
Uh-huh. My mom's here. I wonder if her and my dad are listening.
Linda.
Hey, Linda.
Yeah. No,
I don't know. I don't remember. But I remember I did drive my aunt's car on that one. And my dad drives like an asshole sometimes, especially on those mountain roads. He's hard to keep up with.
No, I get it. And then I understand, like, me too. But there's a certain point where you know that you're driving really fast and you just know when someone's driving really slow.
Yeah.
You know, it's like I'm a naturally fast driver, but I understand when someone is doing like 10 miles under the speed limit.
Yeah, for sure. But sometimes when you're in an open road and you're on the speed limit and people are flying by you, you're like, "Am I going slow?" And you're like, you're like, "No, these people are going 100 miles an hour."
Oh, for sure. But that just means don't be in the fucking fast lane. Like it literally is just like. I don't know why certain people don't understand. It's like, you know, on ramp and off ramp lane, slower lane, a little bit faster, like speed limit lane.
A lot of people don't understand that.
The furthest lane should be fucking go.
But that's like only a California thing, though. Like, so there's a lot of people out of state like driving those roads. They have no idea.
What? Why was it only in California? That makes no sense at all.
California thing. It's like a California thing. Like that makes no sense. That's an unwritten fucking like California law.
I was gonna say, I was like, I think Sienna's out of state, but I don't think she would know. I was like, I want to know other people from out of state and what they think about that specific thing. Because why would that be a thing if in only one state in an entire country?
Well, okay, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe it's like an open road thing, but like people, I don't know. I remember hearing about this that there are a lot of people who don't know this.
Whatever. I just know that on like places like Germany and the Autobahn, there's like no speed limit. Go for it. I'm like, yes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, because a majority of accidents that I've seen are at slow fucking speeds. It's just people not paying attention. Speed is a factor in maybe how deadly they are.
For hairpin turn, I fucked up.
Yeah, that too. I'm talking about
like I fucked up and almost went off in a mountain recently. Yeah. That was fun.
There's a difference between like speed and safety and like knowing what the fuck is ahead of you. Means, you know, savvy about that shit. But if I'm talking about straight shot, you can just go. Fucking go. I'm not saying go 100, but go more than 60.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. And then I think when we went up and we were with my dad, like I think it was not close to. It was a little bit before Bakersfield, where he just I think he just gave up and he went down to like 40 miles an hour. I'm like, all right, I gotta go. Bye.
Yeah. I remember. You remember that time we were coming up to 5 from the ranch a long time ago? We were like teenagers, and there was whatever happened. They had to have an airlift. So
we skated because
we skated on the 5 freeway because there was like a dead stop for hours.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah,
we just took our skateboards out and started riding in between traffic.
Nice.
I think that was before we got. Was that before we got cell phones? Because why didn't we have pictures of something like that?
Yeah, it was well before that, or maybe you had one. I didn't have one yet. We were young.
My first cell phone with a camera was probably like 2007 or so.
It's probably like a digital camera or something.
We didn't have anything. I mean, this was like 2004, 2005 or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I don't even know when my mom and my dad got their first phones. I don't even think they had cameras on them. I remember my mom's first cell phone was like it's probably still around somewhere. It was like a gray Nokia, the old school Nokias that are like a brick. And my dad's was some no name like tiny piece of crap thing. None of them had cameras for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they had beepy custom ringtones you can buy, remember? They weren't the music. They would just beep along. Like
exactly. I think
Jordan had this little Nokia that would beep the Simpsons theme. Beep beep beep.
Yeah. and then when I did get a cell phone, that was closer to 2008, 2007, whatever, and it made it so you can upload your own things, and so I would have to like cut the music that I wanted into a ringtone format.
Right.
Some of them you could just buy or whatever.
My first phone was the Razor knockoff, the Katana.
Oh, I remember. So I remember having 4 different cell phones. That was because my dad changed plans and took it away, which kind of sucked. The first one was actually pretty nice. It was a silver flip phone, and then he changed plans and then took it away and gave me a piece of crap. I think it was his old phone. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Actually, my first phone was a prepaid fucking phone. It was a prepaid. They got it for me, and I had to buy like number cards. I had to buy minute cards from like those Boost Mobile places and stuff.
Yeah,
and program them in. And you motherfuckers were on like texting, like unlimited texting or something on your family plans. But when you texted me, I got fucking minutes taken away. Like, dude, don't fucking text me because I need these minutes.
God, what a horrible existence right now. Like thinking about like where we are now with communication versus then.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Paying to text somebody. Now texting is like the thing I use the least on my phone. Everything's data, huh?
Oh, I see what you mean.
I mean, I use but I mean,
you text so much and everything. It's like it's data, yeah, because like you're probably on Facebook and other apps.
Yeah. I'm doing different apps, like so like native phone texting is something that I barely use. And then like my entire family and a lot of my friends, we use Facebook Messenger and like fucking just group chat boards and whatnot, and then video calling. I was like, I don't really need to just do that.
Yeah.
So it's like, or I'm on Instagram or something like that. So it is like using my phone as a phone is kind of rare.
Yeah. Same.
Well, I don't know. I still do phone calls and I do FaceTime. I FaceTime a lot.
Yeah. Well, okay, so this is one thing that I have to ask, I guess, for both of you. What is the difference between FaceTime and any other sort of video call?
Nothing.
Just a built-in app to your phone.
It's just already there. It's already there in my phone settings. So like if I'm texting somebody, or if I'm going, it's it's an iPhone thing. So like if I'm iMessaging somebody, and I just feel like calling them, then I just go boop boop, and then they're on my phone. You know what I mean? It's rather than having to go to like a third party thing to kind of find them and do it. It's like they're already in my messaging app that option's already there. Just a few touches.
Well, okay, so I guess this makes
It's just a convenience thing. It's all the same fucking shit.
no.
Yeah.
My phone just has always had a native thing that I've noticed. So I was like, but it's not called something. It's just there's an option when you call someone. It's like regular call or video call. And so I was wondering what.
Well, that's because you have an Android, so you can Android video chat with somebody else. That's their thing.
So
FaceTime is just between iPhone to iPhone.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm a little curious. Like, so if I call Ryan and I hit video, does it give you FaceTime or is it something different?
I have no idea. Try it.
I'm doing it right now. I'm calling you, and then I don't have the option to video call until you pick up. Probably we'll see. We'll see.
Here we go.
Okay. So yeah. So it's grayed out. The video call button's grayed out for iPhone users, I guess.
Okay. Well, let's see.
Yeah,
That
makes sense.
So that's why for somebody like you, I would just video chat on Facebook.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and so the same thing would work too. You couldn't FaceTime me, but yeah, I use Messenger video call a lot more.
Yeah, the Facebook video chat is amazing.
Like on my computer like this, if I felt like it.
But it's also a lot better for group chats when you're going for like a group call for a bunch of different people because you don't know who all has an iPhone, you know.
Messenger, yes.
Yeah, Messenger.
I agrees. All right. We're about 45 minutes in. Do you guys want to start talking about some new stuff or anything else?
Dude,
Should I wait to
grab another
talk
drink.
about what I've been watching?
Say that again.
Should I wait to talk about what I've been watching?
Are you talking about WandaVision? Or are you talking about like specifically something else, like anything?
Other things, yeah.
Because I was going to say for WandaVision, I want to wait till our last story, just for people that haven't seen it for whatever reason.
Okay, we'll get into WandaVision and then I'll talk about some new shit that I've been watching that you guys should check out. Okay.
No, the opposite of that. The WandaVision's last.
Okay.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk about stuff that you've been watching?
Yeah. Well, okay. There's this M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong show on Apple TV.
Oh, you have to wait. I'm gonna go get a beer. Sorry, I'm out of beer. So this is the thing. It's like it's like a low.
Just hit your button and then we'll take a little break and I gotta go pee.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna grab another beer too. Actually, same.
Well, I'm gonna leave
I'm gonna take a break right now. Just put "We'll be right back." You should make a thing that says "We'll be right back."
Well, this is literally never happened in the.
I'll lost it by myself.
I also need to grab drinks too.
This is gonna be excellent. Sure. I guess we'll be right back, you guys. I'll be back in my.
Yeah, I'll be back real quick.
It's me, bitch.
And I'm back. Yeah, that was well, I guess that was a Humpcast first, really. Everyone's just like, oh, I gotta get a beer and go pee, but we'd all decided to do it at the same time. All right. So how y'all doing over here in the chat, everyone? How's everyone's day going? And Ricky C's back. What's up, dude?
Yo,
Cool.
I had to resync my Bluetooth headphones real quick, but I'm back.
Cool. Have you been watching anything? Actually, you know what? I've been watching a few new things. What about you?
I mean, other than WandaVision, no.
Oh, okay. So, gonna be. I don't know how weird it is. Because my friend gave me her HBO Max, so I could watch Wonder Woman, and she also told me to check out some series. I started watching Raised by Wolves. It's fucking weird.
Wait, so you hadn't seen Wonder
Never
Woman?
heard of it.
No, Lucio gave me her login, so I watched Wonder Woman the day it came out.
Oh, okay.
But she's like, yeah, should go ahead and watch whatever you want. I'm like, all right, cool. So
I want anything else but this.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna watch it one more time before it leaves. I think at some point, just so I can make sure that I am like, nope, still probably not a great thing.
You know what? Actually, I was thinking about this. I think the reason we all hated it so much, it's a chick flick.
I highly disagree.
You don't think so?
Yeah. I like some chick flicks.
I love chick flicks. No, I think
I just don't like this movie.
The reason that I think a lot of people, I'll speak for myself though, but in the comments everywhere else, you guys can tell me if you agree or disagree. Is it does one of the things that I hate about a lot of movies. It is illogical without explaining why it's illogical.
There's a lot of chick flicks like that too. I mean, like, what do you like?
Okay, I mean, if you want to just like narrow it down to that, but I don't think that it has to do with it being a chick flick.
I think so.
All right. Well, you are entitled to your opinion. I just think it's like it makes no sense. The choices that they made, that like it's just things happen for no reason and they're not explained. And then, like, they give you too much information without explaining it. This is actually what I was talking over the weekend with somebody. It kind of reminds me of the same gripe that I had with Us, the Jordan Peele movie, where it's like it's really neat, but then it gives you a bunch of information that doesn't make sense. I'm like, wait, how does that work? Why is this happening if through all logic doesn't make any sense? Whereas if you give me a movie
hold on, I want to break down what you mean with that movie because I really enjoyed that movie.
No, I enjoyed it, but the thing that I hated was the illogical stuff. And this is what I said. So here's the example that I gave. I said it's like one of the things with Jordan Peele's Us, and I guess this might be a spoiler, so there you go, is that they haven't
seen it.
Are you serious?
Damn it! How do you watch a movie podcast? You guys don't even watch fucking movies.
Okay, do you mind if I spoil it?
That's okay.
Yeah. So they have their, as in the trailers, they have the different versions of themselves. The way that they explain how the different versions came to be and where the different versions were living and how they were living and all the things that they did were never explained. They just said, they're here and this is what they decided to do. And that's what this whole master plan is.
I think you need to watch it again.
Fucking sense.
I think you need to watch it again.
No, I've watched it multiple times. It makes zero fucking sense. If you had told me they were all, I don't know, like evil demon copies from another dimension, that would have made more sense.
Oh, so you're just upset that they didn't tell you why they were fucking trapped in a different place?
No, it doesn't make sense that they lived there, how they lived there.
Oh, okay, whatever, dude. All right. You're just being a Garrett with this one.
Who made all these fucking jumpsuits? Does every time someone's born, another one's created?
Ricky, watch it. You'll enjoy it.
Do they come out in jumpsuits?
Yeah. Do they get a morphing?
Are they born in jumpsuits?
Who makes their scissors? Why
is that even important?
Because it doesn't make sense.
I hate you.
Yeah. And how big is this place that it has someone for everybody?
Why are you asking all these questions that aren't even that important to the actual story?
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, if you take things at face value, they're pretty okay. Like, I'll say this about Wonder Woman. If you didn't,
you're the only one that I've ever met that has this fucking really like a high standard of like, I need everything explained to me, otherwise it doesn't make sense.
I'm sorry, you don't meet quality people like me.
Like, you can't even just enjoy a movie. You have way too many questions about the one fucking, like, that's not even the most important part of the movie.
It is the most important part of the movie.
Not even the most important part of the movie. Not at all. Not at all. That's like the subdivision plot hole. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, sure.
It makes no sense.
But that ruins the entire movie for you because no one explained jumpsuits.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. No, I'm not kidding you. It's the thing where it's like, if you're gonna make something happen and have a thing happen, just let me know why. And it doesn't have to be like I said. You could say, oh, they're from a different dimension, and I would have been fine with it. With Wonder Woman, it's like there's so many intricacies.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on.
The story's going down. So sorry. I'm not sorry. Listen to me. So the thing where it's like the logistics of it makes zero sense. The choices that they made.
We already established this. That we all hate Wonder Woman. I get that.
But that's why. If I can face value, it's fine.
I'm focusing on
jumpsuits.
So you hate movies that like are open for interpretation, like that you can
No.
Because that's what that movie is. You have to like
interpret jumpsuits. Do it right now.
What?
I'm talking about
make your own theory up. That's the whole point of the fucking movie. Is like you can it's like an open-ended thing, so you can like kind of make your own. You can make it up for yourself, like what you think this was going on, what you think was happening. That's
not true at all.
That's the point. Yes, it is.
No,
the jumpsuits grow with them, like their skin.
The jumpsuits are a metaphor. No. I like movies like that. They're like, oh shit, like open-ended. You kind of got to think, like, you know, whatever. I'm talking about illogical stuff. Like this doesn't make sense.
It doesn't mean it's illogical just because you have questions.
It's not a question. It's an unanswerable question. Unanswerable question.
No, it's not.
Tell me how this works. How big it is.
All these questions that you have are because the direct. I feel like this was not like a. Fine, you direct a movie where it's all just about explanation. Let's make a Garrett movie called The Encyclopedia.
By all means, please interpret why the fuck they all have jumpsuits and scissors.
I don't fucking know why they have jumpsuits. But seriously, I never thought about it or cared about it at all.
It's open for interpretation, bro.
Yeah, so you can. Why? That's what I'm saying. I don't know. Maybe they're in a prison, and then so that's why they have jumpsuits. There's somebody imprisoning these doubles, these duplicates.
Not according to them. According to the movie, they forgot about them a long time ago.
Okay, then someone's making clothes for them. Who knows? What did the fuck you want me to say? I don't know.
That the movie doesn't make sense.
Shut up.
I love that no matter what, you and I just have to have different opinions no matter, but it's just like, no, bro, no. The wicked push to the east, bro. get down in the bubble, dog. Grow up. We're moving past this.
Nice.
But no, I watched Raised by Wolves. I really like that. I've only gotten like 2 or 3 episodes in, but and they're all like an hour long, so it's kind of intense. It's very interesting. I don't know where it's gonna go yet. That's pretty cool. And as a sort of feel good thing to watch while I eat, is Selena Gomez has an HBO Max show where she learns.
Here we go, Selena Gomez again.
Fuck, she is adorable.
I hate her. I watched this movie with her and Steve Carell where she tried to play this punk rock chick.
Uh-huh.
Is it her and Steve? No, her and not Steve Carell. Fucking Ant-Man.
Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd. God damn it. And she was the worst part of that movie, but it was great. I forgot what it was called.
Okay, I'm saying I enjoy this.
I've never seen her like act in a movie.
Yeah, because she's terrible.
I can't think of a movie that I've seen her.
They tried to make her like this like runaway teen who was like a badass smoking fucking cigarettes and like had all this knowledge of the world, and she was just traveling. Like they picked her up as like a hitchhiker, and it was like a weird fucking thing, and it was a weird role for her to play, and it was a weird situation. Like I was like, I don't buy her as this person at all.
Okay, was she wearing a jumpsuit?
Yeah.
But I was like, where did the jumpsuit come from? I was like, can someone please tell me where she got her outfit? That's what was the most important thing to me while I was watching that movie.
Yeah, I feel you on that, dog. But no, I think it's really fun because like she doesn't really know much about cooking, but she has like this is the reason that I like
to say cocaine.
She
She knows the way it smells.
I love about cooking YouTube. So YouTube channels, the cooking, and then the chef show. So you guys know Jon Favreau. You've both seen Chef, right?
Oh yeah.
Chef? All right, now I'm mad at you, dog.
Sorry.
It's so wholesome and fun, and if you love it, I think it's still on Netflix. Check it out tonight. If you're gonna watch a movie with Justine, watch fucking Chef.
Fucking.
It won't be tonight, but sure.
Sofia Vergara.
Sophia. So Jon Favreau directed and starred in this movie, and he decided to make Sofia Vergara his wife and Scarlett Johansson his fucking girlfriend.
Yeah, why not?
Wow.
because why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
It's the same fucking reason why Adam Sandler makes
Selma Hayek.
Selma Hayek his fucking wife.
Yeah.
Dude, if I could do that, I absolutely would. I mean, obviously.
Yeah. Well, either way,
and still be married to somebody and be like, "Don't worry, it's just a movie."
the movie. So, Chef is a great movie on Netflix. The Chef Show is also on Netflix, but it is Jon Favreau learning how to cook from different cooks. So, to do the movie, he had consultants. He had a basic mentor, Roy Choi, who you may know as the guy who started Kogi Truck. And
I met him. He's a cool guy.
Yeah, from what I hear, he's pretty cool. And so what they do is they go and they talk to, Wolfgang Puck. They talk to fucking well, there's not a lot of famous ones that they talk to, but you'll know them and you'll know their restaurants for sure. And they teach you about a lot of stuff that they cook. And that's what I love about this same thing is I like when people are learning things because they mess up. You can see how the good things happen, how not, and how easy it is, whatever. And then you kind of get to see their personalities because they're learning. They're not just being one professional chef teaching you how to make a recipe, or one amateur chef, or even teaching you how to make a recipe. It's kind of like
sorry. Go ahead.
It's like reality TV without all the drama because it's also socially distant, so they're all on camera doing it. It's not even them next to each other. The Selena Gomez one, Chef Show, is that, and I love it. So I would highly recommend Chef and the Chef Show on Netflix.
You should check out this one with Bert Kreischer. It's called Something's Burning.
Oh, I have seen that.
Fucking
Bill Burr.
Bill Burr. He's on. He was on the Chef Show with them.
Oh yeah. He was
yeah.
on Something's Burning.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, he has a lot of really like fun, famous guests, and then of course, Bill Burr was in the Mandalorian. So.
Yeah.
Billy Burr.
Yeah.
Billy Burr.
Highly recommend it.
So
watch Chef first because it'll.
Yeah, how have you never watched Chef, dude? That's a great one.
It is one of my favorite movies.
Oh.
I would put it in that category of one of my favorite.
Do you not watch movies anymore, or what's going on with you?
What's the last movie you watched?
The last movie, like brand new movie?
No, any movie, like even rewatch, or yeah, I guess rewatched, or a new movie or a movie that you hadn't seen but not necessarily new.
Here's a problem. I also have a really bad memory, so I don't know.
I doubt your memory is worse than my memory. I have probably the worst memory of anyone that I know, in my opinion.
I don't think so. Ricky's pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember the last movie I watched.
Ricky couldn't tell you what he ate for breakfast.
Yeah. All right. I do remember that.
All right. No, I was at Jeanette's house and we were talking and she's like, "Do you remember that time my dad straight up spit in your face?" I'm like, "No, when did that happen?"
Her dad spit in your face?
Spit take. Somebody made a joke and he was next to me and he just took a sip of beer and I was just happened to be next to him and he, I guess, sprayed me in the face and everyone was laughing. I was like, I don't fucking remember that happening.
So
and that's
drunk for you.
No, and that's the thing. I was like, was I drunk? And she's like, no, you were sober. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
You're like, I was sober. I was totally sober.
Yeah.
I was like, wow. So, like, there's certain things that I know for a fact, like, I feel like I blocked out because trauma. Then there's things that I'm like, nope, I just don't remember because my memory is bad.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
so
my memory is not that bad. I remember most things.
Maybe I have Alzheimer's. My mom, thanks for that, putting that energy out there.
Yeah, but there you go.
Yeah. Same.
So I started this show called
Humpcast.
No, the Servant, and it's on Apple TV.
I literally thought you're like, you made a show called Servant? Why? And then you started watching a show. Yes, got it.
It's called and it's called The Servant. And it's on Apple TV, and it's M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong.
Do you have to pay for that for Apple TV?
What?
Do you have to pay for Apple TV?
Yeah, but I got it free when I got my new phone.
Oh, nice.
So I just started it, and so I had like a free year. But god damn, it's a wild ass show. It's super weird. It's the premise. But so far, what I've gotten, but I saw a trailer for season 2, and I didn't even know that this. But by the way, besides this on Apple TV, there's another show that you guys would love. It's on. It's called Mystic Quest or Mystic Quest or some shit like that. And it's
I've heard of it.
Power Rangers.
It's the guys. It's Charlie and fucking and Mac from Always Sunny that created the show.
Oh yeah. No, I actually wanted to see that, but I was bummed that it was only on Apple TV or something.
It's fucking great. Yeah, I binged that whole season in like a day, and but anyway, so I started watching this other show that I saw season 2 trailer for, and I was like, that looks fucking wild. So I started watching it. It is fucked up. It's so weird, but it's great. You know, it's very fucking captivating. It's like it's pretty much so far what I've watched is they get this new nanny to move in. This couple gets this new nanny to move in. The doll or they have a stillborn baby, and so to like help cope with that, they get this doll. And so the wife is like obsessed with like still believing that they have this baby, so they hire a nanny. And the nanny is weird as fuck. Like the only sane person is the husband. And he's like talks to her and he's like, okay, we understand. He's like, this was supposed to help her cope and blah, 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 blah. But she still treats it like it's a regular baby.
Yeah.
And even when she's gone, like, and so the husband's just like, what the fuck? Who is this person? Why is this person? It's very strange at this point right now. Like where I watched the first 2 episodes and it's kind of like, what the fuck is going on? And then the baby comes to life. Spoilers, but that's in like the end of the first episode. So that's pretty much setting up the rest of the show, I guess. But it's fucking weird. It's just really strange. So like, there's just so many questions you have. So that's why I'm like, I'm really captivated by this show. But I really fucking I recommend it.
Do you have HBO Max or access to it?
Yeah.
Check out Raised by Wolves for sure. It is very interesting, very sci-fi, drama, action, and stuff like that. Plus, it'd be cool to have someone to talk to about it. I mean, there's no chance I'm getting Apple TV. I would still love to check out like the.
Yeah, there's a few good shows on there. And besides that on HBO Max, I've just been watching like Batman the Animated Series. I'm rewatching those.
Wait, is that on? Oh, I was gonna say, is that on Apple TV? Yeah, yeah. I'm always trying to find like something new to just kind of like put on basically when I'm eating, because I don't like watching. I don't like not watching anything while I'm eating, and I don't like watching like a lot of the YouTube stuff that I watch.
Also, if you haven't yet, Cobra Kai.
Okay, so I'm split on this, and I understand why I'm split on it, or why I'm getting mixed reviews. Is some people are like, it's way over the top and cheesy, it's not great. Then some people are like, it is, but it is great. It is over the top and cheesy.
Here's the thing: it is over the top and cheesy, but it's because they're really kind of honing in on like that 80s style, like cheeseball drama, which is
like the original Karate Kid,
right? Which is like the original Karate Kid. I feel like,
right, Ricky, you've seen that? You've seen the Karate Kid?
Yes.
So Karate Kid 1 and 2 are basically prequels to what we're watching, right?
I heard that all the Karate Kid movies are prequels to it. Like it's in the same universe. So
are they going to go to the third one with the chick?
I have heard stories as someone who's not watched the show. But obviously pays attention to news, entertainment news stories that they may do that, especially bringing in what's her face.
Okay, well they haven't. I haven't seen anything referring to that one. All the ones about Johnny, LaRusso, fucking Daniel LaRusso.
Danny, yeah.
Yeah, and
what's the chick's name though? The actress.
Which one? I don't know. I forget.
She's in $1 Million Baby.
It's not Hilary Swank, right? Is that why? That's what. What?
She's in the third. She's the kid.
That's her, right? Hilary Swank.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had no idea that's Hilary Swank.
I don't know what. See, like
I haven't seen that one.
you see how my brain works. I get like I have brain farts, and then for some reason that one just really that one just hit me. I don't know. Like I'm like, it's not Hillary Swank, right? That can't be right. That's what popped in my head.
I always find it interesting when people say stuff like that, where it's like it can't be this, but that's the right answer. So
Right.
it's like what makes you think it's not that?
Because I don't know. That's what popped in my head, but I wasn't positive. So,
Yeah, I'm more of that. Like, if I know the right answer and someone says it, I'll get it. That's why I've always been good on like multiple choice tests and shit like that. I'm like, oh, definitely that one.
I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if that's because I'm terrible with like names, you know.
Yeah,
So,
but like, yeah, I'm not great at like the recall of it, dude. So like, this is an interesting thing. I love the movie trivia shows that I watch, but there's certain times where I'm like, I can picture everything about the movie that they're asking about, but I can't tell you what it's called because brain fart. Like I just can't pull it.
Yeah.
It's like I can paint a picture. I'll tell you the director. I'll tell you, and it transfers over into other things. Like when I was, bartending and serving, like I would have regulars that I could tell you, their fucking kids' names. I can tell you their life story because they told me, and I'm like, I don't remember what the fuck this guy's name is.
Yeah.
It's super weird.
Yeah, I know.
I think I remember telling Steven when we were at the beach. I was like, it's my memory's so bad. Like I don't remember things. It sucks.
But anyway, yeah, Cobra Kai, like I said, Cobra Kai, there were the first season's pretty fucking cheese. And it's all pretty cheese, but like you kind of get
someone says like the Power Rangers. Would you relate it to the Power Rangers?
Very much, yeah. But you do, but it does have this like humble drama and a heart to it that you really fall in love with. So you get invested in the relationship, especially between Johnny Lawrence and this new I think he's like he's some sort of Latino. I don't know. He's not Mexican. He's like Nicaraguan.
Some sort of those Latinos.
He's like Nicaraguan or something like that. But anyway, the relationship between him, he's lost he's had a bad rap with his own son, but he's taken on he's kind of put this other kid under his wing. And so he's kind of struggling with like trying to make a relationship with his own son, but he also has this other kid that he's been training, and that kid's father's out of the picture. So like it's kind of a weird dynamic, and it's the storyline is fucking great. But
I just love that like fucking Barney Stinson's idea of the Karate Kid was the actual idea for
exactly. Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I know. And that's pretty much how it's
Daniel San's a fucking dick. He's the villain.
Yeah, he is. He really is.
He did an illegal head kick.
Yeah, and they talk about that all the time. They talk about the illegal kick and yeah, it's very funny. But you start to realize that actually Daniel and Johnny like are very much alike. That they have a lot more in common, which is why they clash so much.
I was gonna say, are they like the balancing forces where it's like yin and yang type of thing? Do they go into that or
sort of? But I don't want to get any spoilers. But there are moments where you think they're gonna work together, then it kind of doesn't, and there's just. But it's all because of all this other shit that's going on that really keeps them from being friends.
I might pick it. Is it a 30-minute show or is it an hour show?
It's an hour. It's like 40 something minutes on Netflix, like 50 minutes.
I don't know what it is, but I feel like, and this is just me, like anything over 30 minutes, I have to sit down and invest myself. Where it's like a 30-minute show, I feel good, even if I watch multiple episodes. I don't know why.
Yeah, I feel the same way too. I don't know. I can't explain that why.
I don't understand you guys, but
similar thing. Like this came up because this was part of the news. It's not really like a story that we're gonna get too far into, but how, excuse me, the new Justice League, the Zack Snyder Justice League, was intended as a 4-part miniseries or a miniseries. Then they changed it, and he said today, he was like, no, it's going to be a 4-hour movie. And people were like up in arms. I'm like, you sit there for hours on end with a fucking Netflix show going, next episode,
or watch it all anyway.
But you can't watch a 4-hour movie that you can pause.
Right.
Yeah.
And I understand that sentiment by understanding myself, but not knowing why. Like I just said, I'm like, at
the same time, you can come back to the episode if you don't want to finish it.
I think what it is for me is I don't like stopping and then restarting. I want to just finish an episode, say 30 minutes, and then come back to the story the next episode. If it's an hour, I'm like, I don't want to leave it as not finished. I can't watch 30 minutes of an hour episode. I can't.
Well, then just an hour episode. I don't understand what the fucking. I really don't get what the problem is here.
Can't do it. They have jumpsuits, bro.
You're creating problems that don't exist.
Maybe, but
I don't know what it is, but like I feel similar where it's like I'll pause, like not even like if I'm gonna like watch like a show or a movie, like I'm gonna watch the whole thing through, no matter like if it's an hour episode, an hour movie. I'm not gonna pause it at any point. I don't like doing that at all. But for some reason, I find it easier to digest if it's like a 30-minute show. It's like, okay, 30 minutes, I can invest my time real quick. And then if I have to stop right there after the show's over, I'm good. I guess I can do that same thing with no matter what time it is. But the less time, obviously, the better, I guess.
In our heads, it's like finishing something. You finish a 30-minute episode versus you pause a 1 hour episode.
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it fully, but I understand.
I don't know how I'm friends with you guys.
I don't know, bro. You moved as far away from us as you possibly could.
Christ. You two, I don't even know who you are. But
Same.
Whatever. Don't watch anything I tell you because everything I watch is over an hour. So I guess you guys are doomed to just not watch anything.
No, that's my time in it.
I am gonna watch Cobra Kai. I'm letting you know. I'm just saying a thing that popped in my head because it was in the news. I was like, why are people so adverse to? And I didn't think about it till now. Literally, right now is when I came to this assumption or this realization. Is that for certain people, it just matters that they finish something as opposed to pause and stop and start something.
Okay.
So if I'm like, okay, this episode's an hour. I'm gonna have to invest an hour versus
but also people like that always
show as 30-minute increments. I can go for 4 hours or whatever, or as long as I feel like it.
You've been getting shot at for like an hour in that fucking plane. I hope it goes down soon.
You're dodging the shots.
It has shields, bro, and it's fueled by your rage, so it's endless. I because you were in the Razor Crest, and I was looking for a good like cockpit GIF to put in my background. I thought it was a good one. I like it.
No, it's fine. It's just when do you blow up?
Pew 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 pew. I don't is the thing. Your ever living hatred is what fuels the shield on it. Starfighter. All right. We're an hour and 18 in. Let's get some actual stories going, you guys. How about that?
Do it.
Yeah.
I don't even press the button anymore. You guys don't bring stories in. I was like, it's an entertainment news. Fuck it. We're in entertainment news.
What else are we going to talk about? I don't want to talk about weird. Like,
Armie Hammer's a cannibal. I would have been like, you would definitely bring that in.
Who's a cannibal?
Armie Hammer?
He's a cannibal?
Yes.
Yeah. He like Green Scroll's blood and shit.
That's entertainment news.
I think that's weird news.
All right, I'll look more next week. Okay.
You've even been on that website. What was the one you used? Fucking.
I stopped using HuffPost. I stopped going on HuffPost because I stopped posting to weird news because I'm not going to get into it, but there is a specific group of people who are very much into a large group of another group. And
what are you saying?
And they're all staffed on HuffPost.
What?
I'm just saying there's a very aggressive group that's all staffed on Huffington Post, and that happened when I was reading stuff from Huffington Post, and that's why I stopped reading stuff from Huffington Post because I didn't agree with a lot of it.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, why do you have to make it so cryptic?
Well, because I don't want to sound like an asshole. Because once Google it, you'll find out.
Okay. All right. Sure. Either way, I'm sure there's other news.
What? Well, if I say it, you guys are all gonna fucking talk shit.
I mean, if you think we're gonna talk shit, maybe you. I mean, why would you do it if you think people?
Okay, Huffington Post, in my opinion, is run by a lot of feminazis, which is why I stopped using HuffPost as my. And
Okay.
so I found another website. I did find another website, but I can't remember what it was called. So,
But what I'm saying is, I feel like someday you just decided I'm not gonna bring in news stories anymore. I'm like, all right, whatever.
well, things started getting weird where it was like we had so much entertainment news that we ended up going through that for so long, and
We've
then
literally gone through a year of the most bare bones entertainment news, and I've been scraping for something.
yeah, but that was before whatever.
Yeah, got it. All right, but yeah, if you want to bring in some news stories, next week we'll do it. Next week. Yeah. Either way, yes, Army
I'll
Hammer
bring stuff too.
Yeah,
well, Ricky has been bringing stuff, but like, I just like, and I'm on, like, I just feel like there's stuff that I get that's like, it's just so weird right now. Like on all news outlets, it's like all the same shit, you know. And then it's like when I try and dig deep for anything strange or anything, it's just funny stuff about what's already happening.
Okay.
Right, like I don't know. I wanted to talk about. It's because I'm trying to avoid politics, and that's most of the shit that I've been getting. You know.
Yeah, I do understand that, and that kind of sucks. I mean, in the United States, the inauguration is tomorrow, and we'll see how the fuck that goes. Just because
I'll without bringing it there, I find it fucking hysterical that they've been arresting all those people who stormed the Capitol, but. I think it's funny. Yeah.
No, yeah, it's funny because like they finally they're getting him, but it's
because there's all these videos of them getting banned at the airport and shit, and then getting arrested at the airport, and then throwing tantrums. It's like my fucking favorite thing.
No, I do love that. And like, there's thousands of memes, especially where it's like, I don't know. There's just memes. I'm burping a lot.
Well, then my cousin's sending me all this shit.
It's like these people are finally understanding. Wait, what I did has consequences.
Right. One of the guys goes, "Why are you treating me like a black person?"
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean, I do hate to be that person. That video is specifically before the Capitol riots, though.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, because I've seen it before. I don't bring it up because it still makes 100% sense that we should be ridiculing this person, but he wasn't, or at least that video wasn't from after the Capitol riots.
Yeah, he was probably still there though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I was gonna say he wasn't there. Like, maybe he was. It's very possible he was. But
my favorite is the two chicks that are getting escorted out of the out of the airport. Have you seen that one?
No.
And they're just like throwing tantrums and like they're just going dead weight, like, no, you can't. And then like somebody goes, "What are you gonna do with their kids?" And the cop turns around and he goes, "We've arrested plenty of people with children. Mind your business."
Oh shit.
I'm gonna try and just keep this simple. It's really weird because within 1 year, less than a year, but within 1 year time frame, you see two polar opposite examples of how law enforcement can handle situations. And it's
you think?
It's irritating because it's like, one, you don't want to be a hypocrite. Like I don't want police brutality. I don't want it. But within 1 year of these polar opposite examples, you see that they could have fucking clearly do it.
Yeah.
And it's part of you that's infuriated that like there was a video I saw today where that's the guy with the buffalo horns, they call him the QAnon shaman. He's walking into the fucking center, I don't know what it's actually called, the Capitol where they do everything. And he's literally followed by one cop just like chilling with him. I thought they were together. And he's like, "Hey, is there any chance you guys could get out?"
Yeah.
They fucking stormed the Capitol. He's like, "Hey, can you guys go away?"
Yeah.
And they're like,
How about,
"Nah." And he's like,
did you see the video? Did you see the video of all the people in the wheelchairs that the police were bringing into the Capitol?
"Oh no, I didn't see that one."
I didn't see that.
They brought in the disabled that were waving their flags and going, "You will not fucking run, run, run."
Well, that's the whole reason why there's so many police officers that are now currently under investigation. Whether they're actually
wheeling these people,
whether they're actually prosecuted is a whole different fucking thing. But this is the thing where it's like, I'm not trying to be a hypocrite, but you're showing how easy it is for you to not be assholes,
right?
In the sense that, or not be assholes that are racially
people.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, you guys clearly know how to not kill people.
Yeah.
Why do you keep killing people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you should kill anyone in the that was rioting in the Capitol. I'm saying, why the fuck were you killing all these other people?
3 people died. It was 3 people that were dead, right? At the Capitol? 3.
4, including a Capitol policeman.
4.
Yeah. And one, and they killed a cop, and they're like, "No, you're good."
But two of the deaths were like not like a natural cause, obviously, but causes that they were just like under stress or whatever the fuck. And then only one of them was from a bullet wound.
Smashed. The crowds were so big. I saw somebody getting smashed. That was like a big.
Yeah, so someone got trampled, and then someone supposedly tased their own balls, and they had a heart attack. he tased himself in the balls. He had a taser on him. It went off in his pants.
And he tased the balls, and he had a heart
attack.
You know what? I forgot about that because I was gonna bring that in. That's right.
Yeah, but I mean, it's just it's frustrating to see this. I was like, okay, all right.
Like, yeah, I mean, like, the person who actually got shot, like you can tell. I saw a video of that, and at least from what it seemed like they were like that person was like at the like point where it seemed like beyond like she was trying to get through. That's probably like where all the Congress people were in hiding. So that's the only reason why she got shot. Is because like she was like breaching the final.
They put a
barrier,
a physical fucking barricade of furniture, and she was busted through those windows where they were protecting, fucking Capitol,
actual Congress people,
actual Congress people. That, I mean, I saw that video as it was going on. Somebody sent that to me, and I was like, "Woof." Yeah. She did.
It's like, yeah, obviously, if you're gonna go to that point, like, I get, like, luckily they shot somebody who was like, you had to wait till they got to that point.
How could you? And then
I was like, this should happen way sooner.
I can't believe you shot at us for trying to kidnap and or kill.
It's like that. It's like that fucking Eric Andre meme. Where he shoots Hannibal in the chest and he goes, "Why would America do this?"
Yeah, exactly.
And, I know we didn't want to get here, but
okay. So here's the thing: like, you can't not at this point.
So my cousin's been talking to me about. So I guess tomorrow's the inauguration, right? And they had what they what?
Tomorrow's the inauguration.
Eggnog.
Inauguration. But so the Capitol has sent out for 250,000 troops to be there, right?
Yeah,
right.
So
we put all our fucking money into army.
Here's what's funny. Well, here's what's funny. Here's what's funny is my cousin's been sending me all these things, and my cousin my cousin Daniel, he's like into all these fucking conspiracy theories and all this shit, right? And which is fun to talk about, and it's fun to think about, right? But what?
Sad to stop following him.
So he sends me these things, right? Because we had a conversation on my podcast about it, and he sends me all this stuff, and and I go, yeah, that I'm like. I'm like, this is protocol because they rushed the Capitol. They rushed the Capitol building. Yeah, I'm like, so they're protecting our future president. And then he's like, well, why so many people? I'm like, did you see how many thousands of people showed up to that fucking thing? I'm like, this is I'm like, this is like collateral damage for that. And so every fucking crazy person who was there at that, they're like, oh, well, something must be going on because why are they putting that many troops? So I told him, I was like, you know what? If any of those people who showed up there, if they had any of the balls to actually start a real revolution, they'd triple their numbers and show up and try and bum rush those 250,000 real fucking soldiers.
Word. Look, I was gonna say, like, did he have anything to say when the actual capital was incredibly reinforced by the army? When there was peaceful protests for Black Lives Matter? Did he say, "Oh, there must be something going on"?
Well, here's the thing: is he is pro Black Lives Matter, but he plays both sides. You know, it's like he thinks
there's conspiracy, bro.
he reads into these conspiracies, sides, but he also don't. But he
I always end up on top. I play both sides.
yeah, and you know, and the thing, and he finds that funny that like people are like, you know, calling him out on certain things because look, he's able to do all the, you know, read on every fucking thing. So he'll post a weird pro-Trump fucking rally thing and then also post something about Black Lives Matter and like and defunding the police.
Right.
You know? It's weird. I don't know. And so we got a big.
It's called being a troll.
We got an issue.
Okay, this is my thing too. I understand trolling, and I think that there's something where it's like throwing gasoline on fire. So like we all probably follow a ton of different meme pages, but some of them I can tell when they're trolling, and some are just like, this is not a healthy thing to be fucking promoting.
I just think I just think Facebook is well, first of all, Facebook and all that shit. It's just I can't even go on Facebook anymore. I'm over it. I'm done with it. First of all, they were done with
about time.
They were done with me first.
Done with me first, yes. What's going on with that, by the way? Because like I know you have 2 Facebooks, but like what's the issue with the first one that you can't do something?
I made a second one just to first of all just to kind of lighten the load of all the people that I have on that one. So if I really want to check Facebook, I'll check the other one because those are my real close friends. Well,
no, because that's the thing is like when like you're at your like, so I'll send you stuff and I'll post stuff, but I'll post it on your first one because I'm like
my regular one because that's the one I check the most. That's the one I have my phone.
The second one,
the first one, the regular one that I demarest. But
okay, so what I've been doing,
yeah, and I see them.
Okay,
but
I've seen the likes, the thumbs up you give me.
Well, I don't check it that often. Honestly, I don't check either of them. Honestly. If you're gonna send me anything, send it to me on Twitter or Instagram.
Are you on Twitter a lot?
Text it to me. Well, I'm on Twitter more now. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've been starting to use Twitter a little bit more.
Yeah, I've been using Twitter. I'm on Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram. That's pretty much it. Like I
definitely haven't seen you like anything on Twitter from me though, so fuck you.
I don't see you shit on Twitter.
I saw. I just decided to keep living my life.
What are you talking about? I sent something to Ricky on Twitter. For the both of you.
We're talking about I don't see and like your stuff.
It was for the both of you.
No, I didn't see that either. Was I tagged? What the fuck
you liked it? I forgot what it was. It was, I don't know. Ricky said some political. I was like, "Oh, you're not entertained."
Oh, that was.
Oh,
okay. That was a response to one of his tweets that I saw. And I like that had nothing to do with me.
Yeah, but you replied to it.
Got it.
You were there.
You were there.
Makes total sense.
Anyway, I don't know. Just so supposedly there's like they think that some fucking big thing is going to happen. That they're plotting something. There's
a new president.
Right. Yeah, a new president, and
that everyone knows about.
None of you fuck asses to show up and ruin it.
Trying to prevent assassination, right?
Yeah. How dare they?
I mean, you don't want more people to die.
Yeah. Something's going on. I mean, why is he calling 250,000? Like, how many people are in the fucking Capitol? How many people do they have there? Like
I don't know.
I don't know, thousands. I mean, tens of thousands, right? Like
at this point in time,
I mean, I get their idea that it doesn't make any sense that they weren't there when the Capitol happened. Like, yeah, I can see that.
that makes sense. But how do we know that they had any opportunity to do so? Because we're in this like transitional period. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But, I mean, they said that like the National Guard was there, but they were prevented from being called in for the longest time. So there's your fucking conspiracy theory.
Right. Whatever.
That's not what we're trying to unpack. I do see that one D Rotten from
FamCast Media, bitch,
is here. Did you guys decide you're done with your podcasting? Huh? Yeah, man.
Huh?
How was that?
I'll be back.
All right. Did you? Well, Ryan took out his headphones. Okay.
They're not wireless.
Yeah, I know. D, if you want to jump in, man, you know, fucking hit me up. It was Rat Talk. I did see that. If you want to jump on the stream real quick, let me know. I'll send you the link. Either way, we are going to jump into some actual entertainment news. Yeah, we're already in an hour and 30 minutes into this. Where the fuck? Oh, I don't even know where buttons are. Why does he always do this? I'm gonna bring up a story and he has no idea. All right, we're gonna talk about the first thing, guys. First things first. I am the realist. Second thing, Nicolas Cage has a new movie coming out that we have the first trailer for, Willy's Wonderland, and this, I think I put it in the title. I was like, this is basically Nick Cage at his best in a movie version of Five Nights at Freddy's. And if you don't know what that is, it is essentially a game. It is a video game that you can go into a place similar to Chuck E. Cheese, where you have animatronics that are there to entertain, but then when you're there overnight, they kind of come alive and try and murder you. Yeah. D says he would love to, but he's getting his wife. All right, D, I'll go fuck myself. So I would hope that a lot of our audience has checked this out. I thought this was right up our fucking wheelhouse. Definitely Ryan, because I know Ryan loves Nick Cage, and he is at his best right here. Ryan, can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. What do you think of the trailer for Willy's Wonderland?
I love it. I'm fucking all in, bro. There's another movie called Mindy, I think.
Mandy. That's
on Shudder with him that I've been meaning to watch.
I've been hearing that it is one of the best. If you're a Nick Cage, the crazy Nick Cage fan, this is the thing for you to watch for sure. I haven't seen it, but that's what
I love the fucking idea of him really embracing this like version of himself. You know what I mean?
Have you been checking out the history of curse words?
I watched the first one. I watched fuck because that's my favorite word.
Okay, fair enough. Ricky, have you seen that?
Not yet.
What
is it good?
It's great. Yeah. It's so good. Yeah.
Look at this itch.
Okay.
Hey.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
Can you hear us?
What's up?
I'm driving to Walmart to go get the ball and chain, you know?
All right.
Nice.
I'm just like, I can't get on. I was just like, man, I can't get on the show. Fuck, I'm driving. I'm like, wait a minute, I got my phone. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's a possibility. So,
that's all you need now.
What the fuck, D?
What, man? It's Rat Talk, man. It wasn't me.
What the fuck does that mean? Like, when does Rat Talk go on the same time as Humpcast?
That's what true. I was saying, man. But you, I was saying that's kind of like an act of war, but I mean, you said that's a retaliation.
It's a conflict of interest, D.
Yeah, it's a conflict.
We're gonna go TP Rat Talk now.
It's not an act of war. We're on the same blanket, aren't we?
We're supposed to.
No.
Media, bitch.
You know what it's like though. You know what I was watching a documentary about Image Comics, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, FamCast Media is like Image Comics. They're under one banner, but there's like, presidents for each division, And I was like, yeah, maybe, Rat, try to step over the boundaries, a little act of war. He said there was no war. Man, but I'm high as hell, so I was laughing at it, through the whole thing.
Okay. In the documentary for Image Comics, was there a time where one president of one sector decided to just fuck over and stab someone in the back of another sector?
Yeah, there was a couple of them. There were a couple of them. Yo, that documentary is actually on Amazon Prime, dude. You should check it out, man. It's fucking awesome.
I'll check it. Actually, I know which one you're talking about. It's in my queue.
Nice.
It's really good, bro. But there was a lot of backstabbing. The only one that actually never backstabbed nobody was McFarlane.
Okay.
That's kind of surprising.
I guess we're McFarlane then. No, okay. So does Rat Talk even have like a schedule, or he just decided now's the time?
Whenever.
Huh?
He kind of just goes whenever.
I thought he was in competition on the same night as Hit the Mics.
Yeah, that's what's been happening because he goes whenever, and then now he's encroaching on both my podcasts.
Why does he have a fucking schedule?
I know. Get it together.
Man. You got to get Rat on the show, man.
He used to do Wednesdays, which worked out perfectly because I would do his show. Like sometimes I do our show, his show, and then Hit the Mics on Thursdays.
Man.
But now he's
Rat's podcast is done, man. You should shoot him a fucking little thing like, yo, come on and debut.
I'll tell him right now.
It's just the Wild West here, people.
We'll let you get back to driving. You should definitely focus on that. All right, man.
Yeah. Pick up the wife.
I'm already parked, man. I'm just waiting, bro. I got 15 minutes. I'm in.
Oh, nice.
All right, well, we're gonna talk about something you haven't seen yet. So either way, have a good night.
Either way, fuck off.
Thanks for the backstab.
Shit. All right. Going back to the trailer, though. Of course, yeah, dude. You were talking about Mandy. What else were you saying?
Yeah, Mandy. Oh, we were talking about history of curse words. I watched. Yeah.
You saw Ricky? Did you see that? You say you saw any of those? No,
none of them yet.
They're really good. I'm thinking about 5 episodes in. Every episode's a little bit different. Obviously, I like that's the history, and then yeah, it's a really nice. It's a really digestible 30-minute show.
Okay.
I've heard good things about it too.
What are the other words? I mean, I know the second one was shit. I didn't.
Okay, for sure, it's like fuck, shit, bitch. It wasn't bastard. What's the so there's a fuck, shit, bitch for sure. I'd have to look. No, it was what do you dick was one of them. Dick and pussy are the 5 that I've gotten so far.
Oh, okay. Dick and pussy are good.
Yeah, and so it's really nice to see.
See a lot of guys too.
It's really good to see the history because like a lot of these have weird histories that like don't make them a curse word until like somewhat recently.
Yeah, like fuck. Fuck wasn't really a curse word like until what they said until like the 18th. Like till the 1800s or something.
And then what I like about like dick and pussy is that those were very recent where basically when TV started and they had censoring, like, oh, we can't talk about our genitalia. Let's censor, words like that, such as dick and pussy.
But then they always found a word that would be dick and pussy.
Yeah, and that was an interesting thing. So I think what is it? In censorship, you can't say the word dick if you're directly referring to your genitalia. Like you can't.
You can call somebody a dick.
You can call them a dick. You can say they're acting like a dick.
Yeah.
And you can say like a bunch of other stuff. But if you say my dick, that gets bleeped.
Yeah.
So it says if you could be like you're acting dick. You're acting like a fucking or you're acting like a dick.
Yeah.
Almost as big as my beep. Basically, it would be the sentence.
I learned that from radio. They because Kevin and Bean used to say dick all the time. but
it has to do with the
he's a dick, yeah. And I think they were only allowed a certain amount or something like that.
Yeah.
It was a funny one.
And yes, of course, yes, Richard is dick. That's actually what. When I was on my Instagram, I don't know if you guys saw this. I know Ryan saw one of them, but there was a thing where it's like you're supposed to post pictures of whatever people were doing. It was a trend this past like month. It's like post a picture of, and then someone was like, "Your dick," and I was like, "This dick," and it was like Dick Van Dyke, or like this dick, and it was Dick Grayson, the Robin. Yeah, nice. I tagged you in one, and that's the one that I know you saw. I feel like you didn't see any of the other ones though.
I don't know. Probably. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't have Instagrams.
I don't even know, bro. Was it an hour? I didn't watch it.
If it's not an hour long, I don't watch it.
I would be honest, man. Like my social media has been blowing up over my like doing my my streaming and TikToks and stuff.
I don't know what this means. Do you know? Does anyone know?
Poofy
Bunker.
I don't know what that is.
All right, Jim. We're gonna do our.
Thanks, Jim.
Thanks, Jim. We're gonna do our interpretation of whatever the fuck we think that is. Sound good? Let's see. Let's see if well, fuck. No, there's no way I can do this low, but actually there is. It's whatever. Boofy Bunker. I wanna be a Boofy Bunker.
No one ever was.
Boofy Bunker.
Treatment with my car.
Pretty sure this is exactly what you wanted.
That was crazy, bro. That was.
I think I saw that in like YouTube somewhere. This fucking worked.
Yeah, there you go. That was for you, Jim.
That was it.
Yeah. All right. But really, I'm super into this movie. It is on demand. That has been kind of like throwing a wrench in my shit because on demand movies, they definitely are more expensive than going to watch things in the theaters, especially back in the day, dude. To the fucking pandemic when we had stuff like A-List, where for $20 a month,
I know it's fucking annoying.
Limited movies.
There's
I forgot about that. I was gonna say I was like $15 is like the price of a fucking normal movie.
There's that new Batman animated movie that I really want to watch, but it's not on HBO.
Which one?
It's the something about the dragon. I don't know, Spirit of the Dragon or something like that.
Oh, the one where it's like a 70s movie. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So it's based on Enter the Dragon, the fucking Bruce Lee movie. So there's those characters are like, I'm sure they don't have the rights to fucking, I don't know, who knows, but they're not quite Bruce Lee and the other guy, but they're very much those characters.
I'm sure you're gonna see homages to Bruce Lee and maybe Chuck Norris or something.
No, I mean there's a Bruce Lee version of that character in that. Yeah,
I've only seen one trailer and I kind of forgot about it. It's not really
heard of this movie.
It's not really up my alley, but it's an animated DC thing, and to be honest, most animated DC movies have actually been really good, and definitely far above their fucking live action ones.
Yeah,
for me,
they're killing it. So that's why I wanted to watch out. It's $20 though. I was like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like $20.
And there's ways to skirt that.
Well, yes, but I mean, I don't necessarily want that. But either way, it's like if I lived with, let's say, like 3 roommates that want to watch it, $20 split among us, not a problem.
Yeah.
Or myself,
if I was roommate, I'd be like, you keep that money.
Yeah,
but I will get that money.
Or myself, as someone who is currently employed, it's like I don't really know if I want to spend 20. Like right now, if I had the option to watch any new release movie for free right now, it would be Promising Young Woman. I've heard amazing things about that one. And then I'd start going down the line. But it's like
that Love and Monsters is on Prime too. You can
which one's that one?
That Apocalypse movie we were watching, or we watched the trailer for. We talked.
Oh yeah, I saw the trailer for that one. It looked really good.
Jim, we just played it.
What
You only
is
get
it?
one,
I don't know
Jim.
what you're talking about.
What do you want, Jim? We just played Boofy Bunker. I don't know what you're talking about.
Everybody gets one, Jim.
Play it right now.
What the hell?
Everybody gets one.
I missed that joke. What was it?
I was like, everybody gets one, Jim.
Oh
You
yeah,
got yours.
exactly. You got you. That was more effort than I've done for a lot of people's comments. All right.
Yeah.
If you want me to do it again, or you want me to play Boofy Bunker, go to streamlabs.com/Humpcast video and drop us some from support.
Oh, yeah, do we get notification when people like tip us while we're live?
Yeah, we haven't got shit.
Oh shit!
Hey,
What the hell, Jim?
I got 2 Patreon patrons.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So it's your mom and
Grandma.
Yeah.
okay, let's go.
It's like my cousin. And
But that's more than my mom didn't sign up for our Patreon.
well,
That's for damn sure. I don't even think she's watching anymore.
I mean, if anybody cares, if you go to my Patreon, patreon.com/hit the mics, you get my full comedy show, 40-minute set from Silver Dollar, the full one that I edited together and never released.
Nice. But if you go to ours right now at Humpcast Video, you'll see a notification pop up live with your name.
And if you donate, I will either say whatever you say or do whatever you. Well, not do whatever you for 20.
Wow, I was going to say that's that's a lot.
For $20 and up, I will do something that is not.
Try and suck your own dick.
Try it. I'm not that flexible, bro.
$20, I'll try anything.
Okay, my mom is here. I'll try. I can't guarantee shit. Bro.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right. Moving forward.
There's a lot of value just sitting right there.
There is, bro. Go.
Totally. I'm right there with you, bro. I'm right there with you.
Humpcast gonna start an OnlyFans.
I'll try.
I'm not opposed to that. I mean, fucking. What was it? What was her name? Belle Delphine was like super like famous, and she's like, go to my OnlyFans and I'll show you some stuff. And like people paid for stuff, and then
it was just like burlesque or
yeah, like she didn't show anything.
Yeah.
We could do that. You want to see us in the shower? Sure. I mean, we'll both be in the shower, but we're like fully clothed.
Yeah.
Well, you just killed it, man. Now they're not gonna do it.
Yeah, you're supposed to leave that, man.
I'm pretty sure that we can find some people.
I'll spread my butt cheeks in the shower. I'll do it.
I know you will.
You're showing them without anybody paying.
Ryan, if you want to start OnlyFans, I will help for a monetary compensation.
Hey, speaking of spreading my butt cheeks in the shower, I had a weird fucking thing happen to me the other day. Well, no, it was I took a shit and I didn't realize there was no toilet. I had no toilet paper in there, and the toilet paper is across the hall, but it was a sloppy shit. And it was gonna drip out my ass. Like there was no way I was gonna make it to the fucking hallway and get toilet paper. So I was like, fuck, so I guess I gotta get in the shower. But I don't have a detachable shower head. So I had to jump.
You don't?
No, not in my bathroom here. I'm gonna get one to put on.
I after getting a detachable shower head, there's no way I would ever not have
No,
that.
I know, it's great. I had one at my grandparents, but this one is like it's an old house, so it's like it's one of those ones where you know like when you go to a hotel room and the fucking shower head is like at your forehead. Like it's
okay, so that's one thing at the ranch. It's like that. I'm like, who the fuck designed this shower?
It's like right here in my face, right? Yeah. So I had to get the shit out of my ass. So like I had to maneuver the shower head and then like bend over and just like spread my cheeks. And it was an awkward. I'm like, God, I just hope no one ever has to see me doing this. But
if you want to, go to Patreon.
Go to patreon.com.
Dude, okay, so the amount of female Instagram accounts that I've encountered recently that are only trying to fish for fucking OnlyFans is
my fucking God, dude.
Mind-boggling. I'm like,
it's been driving me goddamn crazy, bro.
Do any of you just have normal fucking
No,
like,
apparently not.
It's always like follow my OnlyFans, and they'll just do a post that's not even like funny. It's just them, and it's like bouncing or something. OnlyFans.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did that whole rant about TikTok chicks. I don't know if you watched that, but
I did watch it. But I mean, I think you said it on here, didn't you? Where it's like you were angry about like hot chicks saying that they're single and they don't know.
I say it all the time because it's frustrating. But I did but that time I didn't have anybody responding to me.
Well, here's the thing: I don't pay attention to those chicks. But what's irritating is for like someone like myself and you. We're single. I am on at least 2 dating sites.
I'm on 4.
A ton of them are just chicks trying to get you to dig.
Oh yeah, I'm on 4. I'm on 4, and they're all OnlyFans chicks.
I'm like, do any of you actually want to go out on a date?
No.
Any of you?
No.
Wow, that does sound super annoying.
We're doomed.
We're doomed. In the pandemic, it's like, what are our options? What the fuck are our options? You know, it's like it's not like we can go out and meet people in person.
That
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
Yeah,
I'm just trying very hard to just not simp on anyone. I'm like, that's not who I am. But I see people.
What do you mean? I don't know what that means. Is that's some new shit?
Do you know what the fuck the word simp means?
Not really. Does that mean like falling in love?
No, it means so basically it's like if you follow someone, let's just say she's like a Twitch streamer or something.
Okay.
And she has in her bio like a PayPal or a Venmo or an Amazon wish list, and you keep buying her stuff or giving her money just for attention.
Gotcha.
That's a simp.
I never did.
She's like, oh, Ryan, thank you so much for $100. Oh, you're so nice. And that's it. Like you never actually meet her or anything. Like I see people like that on the internet. I'm like, fuck, you guys are fucking whipped. Like, but there's no one that just wants to have a conversation that doesn't involve money.
Now it's streaming now. I mean, that's essentially what Twitch is.
Yeah, it's fucking. And
then it's like there's this weird lane too with like the Twitch girls too that are like they'll be on Instagram and then they're like, I'm gonna stream if anybody cares. I don't know if you want to hang out with me.
D says if you can't beat them, join them. You have no idea how tempting it is. Like if well, I don't know about Ryan anymore, but if I didn't have fucking what is it? What's that word? I hate when I do this.
Integrity.
If I didn't have to be in a job in the limelight, fuck, dude. If somebody wants to pay,
I would do it. I would do it. I would do it if I was. I would do it if there was any fucking actual fucking demand for it. No one wants to see this. Let's be real.
I disagree. I mean, I only know my own experience, but I think there's a market for everything. It's just you have to make that decision, and I'm not there yet. Not there yet.
I'll do it. I am.
Well, then how about we do this? We'll do a Humpcast episode where we actually make Ryan an OnlyFans.
Let's do it.
I'm down.
Let's do it. And then
super duper down.
And then I mean, fuck, whatever. What I got nothing but time and nothing to lose.
If you're down, I'm down. We're gonna talk about this later.
I don't fucking care.
Coming soon, Ryan B will have an OnlyFans.
What's gonna happen?
Out of nowhere,
everyone's gonna see my dick.
Out of all of us. Huh? I said, and out of nowhere, we'll be the richest out of all of us.
Right. Oh man.
watch Ryan D makes so much money. He's like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking great now. I bought my own house and like, you know, it was like, is happening in my life anymore.
If that's what it takes, man, I don't care. And then seriously, I'm like, and whatever. There's so many female comics I know that are doing OnlyFans and shit. I'm like,
dude,
why not?
There's comics that I follow that I didn't even know, and they're like, oh yeah, I also have an OnlyFans, and I'm like,
yeah, because everyone's trying to make fucking money, and like, look, if I were in their position, I would too, for sure. It's not a fucking whatever. It's you know you're gonna make money. Who cares? Who cares? And there's a higher demand for hot chicks to be naked. So it's so.
I just read something earlier where there was like the first male was it millionaire to come from OnlyFans?
What does he look like?
Not like you, but I mean,
exactly my point. Thank you.
But he's not great looking. He just works it.
Yeah, he's got a big old dick. Probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably.
Yeah, probably has a big old dick. I got like a medium dick.
I don't subscribe to his things. I've never seen his work. I just know that they said I look like a normal dude. Look like a normal. I could see him walking down the street.
Yeah, but he's probably in better shape than you and I.
I'm just saying you could if you could try. If you try, that's the thing. He clearly tried.
But where do I get my? But here's the thing: is okay. Here's what I think.
If I'm your manager and we start you in OnlyFans, I want 15%, and we're gonna do this.
Well, here's what's funny: is like,
and you're going on a diet.
I'm down to do it. I'm down to do it. But then it's like I have to fucking what? Do I have to promote it on my Instagram and my Facebook and shit?
If you feel like it, I will let you make a secondary Facebook and Instagram that you do. You don't
change their dating bios.
I'm almost down to just like do it all, like all together, and just be like, fuck it, you all see my dick, and then
I swear, if you're down and you let me guide you, let me guide your cock. Let me guide your cock. Let me get your cock to money, Ryan.
Once you get big enough, I'll design your website.
Yeah,
well, my dick can't get that big, dude. You know that. What are you talking about?
We don't. Okay, so
I can do anything on the internet.
It works wonders. Trust me. I'm dead serious about this. As far as management goes, I definitely think that I can make you a lot of money. But you have to actually follow. You have to follow what I say, which is something you're not great at. But if you do it,
there was somebody that had suggested me making appearances on their OnlyFans.
I think I know who you're talking about, and she doesn't do a great job in the first place.
Right. So yeah, you do know who I'm talking about. But I was like down at first, and now I'm not.
Yeah, if they did a better job, I would recommend it. But to be honest, if you want to invite her onto yours and you follow what I say, then by all means. Yeah, I wouldn't either. I'm just saying, as far as like, she could be making a lot more money, but she's not doing it.
I really tried with this. Well, with what at the beginning of the pandemic?
Tried what? OnlyFans? You want?
Well, no, with somebody I was seeing, I was like, I wanted to set her up, and then the both of us do something.
Dude, I'm curious to know if you're talking about who I'm talking about, because that was on the table for me too.
Well, this is a different person. So I was talking about.
No, I know. I'm saying no, not her. I've never had a thing, but I'm saying like, someone wanted to start an OnlyFans. I was like, I'm kind of down if you don't show my face, to be honest.
Well, whatever. It was just she kind of backed out, but I was like, yeah, why not? You know,
it's not someone that I know, right? Who are you talking about?
Well, you knew about the first one for sure. I know you knew who I was talking about. The first person I was talking about, but what I'm talking about now is the person I was seeing last year earlier.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, I'm talking about somebody else. We definitely all know who, the person that I'm talking about, but they ended up not doing it. So
this is great audio for someone who has no idea what you guys are talking about.
I think it's great. I don't know. No, yeah, let's move forward. Yes.
And it's like I would, but here's the thing. Here was one of the big things too. Was like I got tattoos that are pretty recognizable.
Oh, God. I was like,
So-
is that gonna be a thing?
So like even if I tried to like
you don't have anything below your chest, do you?
no, but I use my right arm pretty frequently.
Just wear a fake sleeve, bro.
I'll be honest, they do make makeup for that. I think I've told you guys all that I had a coworker as a bartender who had no idea. I worked with this guy for like a year, and he was head to fucking foot covered in tats, and I never knew it until we went out like as
You
a
wore makeup on him? I mean, I know
he
they
put makeup on it, and I never knew he had face tattoos
Whoa.
that I had never known about
Whow.
until
That's
he showed up.
horrible.
He showed up out of work, and I'm like, "What the fuck? When did you get those?" He's like, "I've always had those. I cover them up with makeup." Yeah.
So how about I have this? I still have this commercial agent, right?
You still have an agent?
Yeah. So she calls me up for this thing, or she sends me a message, and then and I'm like, yeah, I'm down. But then I like read the whole thing, and it's all about average looking men. It's like a fashion thing for like clothing or something like that. But we have to pose, semi nude, for this thing. But it says average looking men, normal body, no tattoos at the very bottom of it, and I go, oh great, I'm out. And so so she hits me up. She's like, hey, did you submit? And then I call her and I go, you understand it says no tattoos? And she goes, well, can't you cover them up? I go, did you read the fucking thing? I have to be shirtless the whole time. And she's like, oh, well, you should let them know. I'm like, isn't that your job? That's your job.
That's why there haven't been a lot of commercials.
I will say this though, like, I mean, it is definitely possible to cover up with makeup that I've seen. Definitely can't speak from experience. I still only have one tattoo, and it's involuntary.
Wait, what?
I got stabbed with a pencil. And
Come on.
it's crazy that I can still see it though.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, whatever. Either way. I really have to pee. How about this? Boss level trailer. This is Frank Grillo reliving the same day. I can't tell if it's in a video game or not, but he is a badass that has to go through a lot of different people that are trying to kill him that are all very proficient with weapons, and it looks amazing. What do you guys think? Talk amongst yourselves.
I think I mean, there seems to be the weird trend about like Groundhog's Day style, kind of over and over the same day, right? Like that's been happening
for sure
over the past couple of years, right? Like, Happy Birthday, Death Day, or whatever that one, and then there was Palm Springs, and there's another one I just
Tom Cruise one before that.
What?
The one with Tom Cruise, I forget what it's called.
Oh, yeah, Live, Die, Repeat.
Yeah.
There's been
like almost every year there's that weird trend.
But it looks cool. I mean, that's why I can't really put my fucking grasp on what Garrett really enjoys, because I'm like, these popcorn movies are my favorites, or when you don't have to put too much thought into it, and it's just kind of like, this is what it is, and it's in this weird universe or whatever. That's why he confuses me, because then he's gonna be like, oh, well, how did he learn how to use a fucking knife?
Yeah. Where do you get his training from?
Yeah. Why is he in this spiral? Like, God, just watch the fucking movie. Yeah, it looks fun. It looks. I'm glad that guy's getting that dude. This actor, I don't know his name, but he was
Frank Grillo or something like that.
He was Crossbones and fucking Captain America, Civil War.
Yeah.
He was an agent of Shield / Hydra, in what is it, fucking the Winter Soldier. But we've seen him throughout all these Marvel movies, and I just always thought that guy was such a great actor and a great character actor that that I'm kind of happy. I'm glad to see him in his own like standalone film.
Yeah, just off his IMDb, it looks like he's been in like a lot of just random shit.
Yeah, yeah, and
like never like a main character like this movie.
Exactly. So that's why I think it's nice to see that happen to somebody that you've seen in all these other movies, as a small time character.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, dude, I mean, it gives me a Natural Born Killers vibe, but also, I don't know wasn't there another movie where it was like I guess it was fucking Palm Springs, right? Where he dies every day, right? He dies and then he wakes up.
Yes. Or he just anytime he dies or goes to sleep, he wakes up again the same day.
The same day. Same thing with that birth that Happy Death Day was the same thing.
I've never seen that, but I actually heard that it was really good. Happy Death Day.
Both of them very good. Yeah, they were very fun movies. I highly recommend. I think they're free on Prime. Both of them. I think that's what I watched them on.
Fucking Freon.
Fucking.
I've definitely seen. No, I've seen. Not the other one. What was it? Palm Springs. That was on Hulu. Happy Death Day. I gotta check that out right now.
Happy Death Day. It's a horror movie, but it's got some fun kind of strange sci-fi stuff to it too. And the second one takes place like directly after, so it's almost like it's a two-parter,
Yeah.
And so they figure out how to, and then you find out the reason it happened, and then it happened because of a science project. So she's in this continuum,
Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks for ruining that, but no, Happy Death Day is on Hulu, but it says premium, so I think you have to buy. This is the thing that I don't like about Hulu. It's like there are certain movies that you have access to, but you still have to pay for them.
Yeah,
I hate that about Hulu too.
Yeah, but you can get the Hulu premium, and then you don't. I don't know. It's fucking.
Well, it's just tiers, and I don't like it. I do not like it.
Yeah, well, it used to be all free. Remember back in the day, it was all free.
Word, I do. There wasn't a lot of stuff on it.
What?
When it was free.
Well, but they were the first ones to do live at on-demand TV on your internet.
Yeah. I
so, you got to stream like Family Guy episodes and regular shit that would air on Fox or NBC.
I know.
Yeah.
It is honestly gotten really convoluted, and there has to be something where they're going to change this at some point. But I mean, yes, we saw this coming where it was like, oh, get rid of your cable bill and then just go on to here. But now there's like so many fucking streaming services that all cost not that much alone, but a lot together. And to watch everything, like just today, we already talked about Netflix, Disney Plus, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Apple Plus. All of that together would be way more than 60.
Well, and the fucking problem is they're all in competition with each other too. So it's not as simple as the way the cable used to be, where you would pay for a bundle, and because they're all under this one blanket, because at some point you might be paying less if you're paying for cable with HBO than to have all these other streaming services. However, you won't be able to get all the fucking things you want,
Yeah. The only benefit, and I think I've said this before, is that you kind of have to at this point, if you're going to do it smartly, just kind of share with people. Like, for instance,
exactly.
My mom pays for Netflix. I pay for Disney Plus. My friend pays for HBO Max, and then my other friend pays for HBO Max. So we kind of just do a communal sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't even think my dad pays for any of them. He's got my fucking Amazon. he's got Matt's ESPN and Hulu and Disney, because he's got the bundle. And I think he's got like Lauren's Netflix or something. So.
He's like, I created all of you, so you get to give me your streaming services.
I don't know. I was like, oh, it's on Amazon. You got to check out this show that I was watching, and blah, blah. He's like, I don't have it.
yes, Mom, you also pay for Amazon, but that you pay for it. You decided to pay for it before they even were a streaming service because that's for Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
That's just shipping and bullshit, other bullshit. But either way, yes, I agree with you. Not to take it away, but also don't use that. Like Amazon Prime Video.
I use it.
The only thing that I can remember recently watching is like the Grand Tour, and that's because I like Top Gear when they had those three hosts. I don't know.
The Boys, Hunters.
Yes, actually, the Boys. Yes.
Did you watch Hunters?
No, I don't know what that is.
Hunters that's the Nazi show, the one with Al Pacino.
Oh, with Ted Mosby.
Fucking Joe Pacino, yeah.
I never watched it. I heard it wasn't that great, actually, to be honest.
It's great, man. I loved it. I thought it was so good.
Yeah, not a lot.
You'd like it. I think you'd like it. I think you would. It's kind of it's like a spy World War II style. World War II,
but it's like it's
fantasy. It's good. The whole premise is because Operation Paperclip is a real thing that happened in the United States.
Oh, good, Jim. I'm glad you're back.
Operation Paperclip is a real thing that happened in the U.S., which is basically giving Nazi officers refuge in the States and rebranding them, giving them new identities, and hiding them in the States as long as they fessed up all the fucking intel that they had. Yeah. And so in the 70s, where the show takes place is in the 70s. There's a group of Jews who are taking out these Nazis who are hiding in the States.
Got it. My mom says that the Amazon Prime has Stars and HBO too. Yes and no. The way that it's set up and it is
an add-on. I have HBO on. I have HBO on Prime, but HBO Max does not have the same fucking shit that I have on HBO on Prime.
Yeah, it's super. HBO specifically has been very irritating with the intricacies and what they actually have in their catalog.
It annoys the fuck out of me. And I feel why I'm taking it off because I fucking HBO Max now.
There's a lot of confusion. What's on HBO? What's on HBO Max? What's on HBO Go? HBO Now, and HBO add-ons to like something like Amazon Prime, and then
I was hoping they would just figure it out and then like kind of
Stars.
Yeah, I thought they like killed everything other than HBO Max.
Nope.
I have no idea. But Stars, I don't even know what is even on Stars.
Stars is original programming and movies and stuff. And Stars is another add-on on Prime.
Can you name a Stars show?
No, but I've heard I've heard of some
Stars.
Nope.
Original series.
Yeah, I mean, the way things are going, they just really want people like to pirate their shit.
The thing is, the sad thing is there are a lot of great shows that are.
I googled Stars original programming and it gave me five things.
Yeah, but what are they though? I mean, that's what I'm saying. But they could be phenomenal shows.
Tortilla Soup, Skins, Maze, and Judy Berlin.
Skins is the one I've heard of.
I think D even said that, but I think it's now on Netflix or something. It was in here. Hold on. D definitely said something about Skins.
Oh fuck! I gotta pee again, man. These
it's
fucking
a movie called Skin on Netflix.
These Trulies run fucking right through me.
Oh, maybe. Well, they are seltzers. Haha.
Basically, just water.
Yeah, basically. Either way, whatever. There's definitely so many ways to watch things if you really, really want them. It's so convoluted. Like, it's very complicated overly, in my opinion. Like, this is so fucking too much. It goes back to what I said. It's like, yes, there was a lot of stuff that I didn't want on cable, but you got a lot more, and it was not as expensive. This is like, I definitely want specific stuff, but it's very fucking expensive. Like, thinking about per month, what is it? Like, everything's at least like $7 or $8 up to 20-ish per month per stream.
Easy.
Yeah. So so for Disney Plus, I mean, I did the bundle thing, not bundle, but it's like buy up front for a year. And that's good because I think Disney Plus is going to they already have raised their prices, and I wasn't affected, which is great. Nice. And I think they're going to continue, especially when you have so many things that they've already announced coming out. And so that's all their original programming that will definitely add to their value and will 100% make it so that their price goes up. And so far, at least, my the price that I have to pay has not been affected, which is great.
Yeah. Actually, I forgot real quick. But speaking of Disney, you still have an annual pass, right?
Yeah, that thing happened.
What happened there, guys?
I have it, but it's not going to exist pretty soon.
Right.
Do you want to talk about that? You probably know more about it, to be honest.
I don't know. I was just curious, like, what happened because I kind of heard, like, I just heard that they were stopping it, but I don't know anybody who actually has one that's ongoing. So I was going to ask you, like, how does that even work?
Here's how it went down, you guys. Disney has recently said that they are canceling all Disneyland annual passes and refunding a lot of people that are still paying for passes. I have had Disney passes in the past, along with these two gentlemen, and recently, recently had gotten one in, I want to say officially late February, maybe early March. Then I went once, and then they shut down.
Yeah.
So what I am very grateful for, to be honest, is the fact that they didn't charge me. They didn't continue charging me, and they actually refunded me, I think, the month of March or something like that, or something like that. Yeah, along that line. So I didn't pay a lot. I didn't like the fact that I forgot about the fact that I owed 1 month from the pass that I had in like 2012 or something.
Oh shit!
And they made me pay that before I got my new pass. But either way,
Nice.
they're canceling it for their reasons are obviously the pandemic, and they want to make sure things are going to be good when they open back up, and blah blah blah. I don't really care. It's annoying. I would have loved to go more. I'm glad that I got to I got to go on the Star Wars Rise of the Resistance ride before the pandemic. So I did experience Disneyland as good as it was before the pandemic. The only thing that I'm going to miss out on for a while is probably going to be their Marvel area with Avengers Land or whatever the fuck it's called.
Yeah, Avengers Campus.
Avengers Campus. But we'll see what they decide to do. They haven't officially announced what that's going to happen. I will say this: I did love this. That I thought it was a joke until I looked it up. So the day of that, Disney decided to cancel their annual pass program. Universal Studios Hollywood sent out a tweet that literally was like, "Hey, you, our annual pass holders, we love you." That is all.
That's it.
It was a straight 100%.
I still got mine. I still have my Universal Pass.
Oh, and I do too, by the way. Yeah, I have a Universal Pass. But that was I'm pulling it up right now. It was literally Universal Studios Hollywood. Hey, pass members. Yeah, you. We just want to let you know that we love you. And that was the tweet.
Wow.
It was straight one, and it was the day of, mind you, straight trolling Disneyland. 100%. There's no other interpretation of that.
Yeah.
And so
it's like they get the one chance to say something after they get shit on every year.
Here's the thing so I mean we all live, well, we did grow up in around LA, so our things were Disneyland, Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farm, and Six Flags.
I still have a Knott's Berry Farm pass. I was never able to activate.
Oh shit.
I don't know what that means. What does that mean?
I got it for Christmas, and I planned on going in February. I planned on going. I never activated it, so I got like somebody my dad bought it for me as a gift. So I had the certificate with an activation code, and I never signed up for it. But
you should definitely check into the Twitter at least and see if they've said anything. But I don't think they would. Either way,
what are they going to say? The fucking date was December 2019, and then 2 months later they fucking shut down. So what am I supposed to do?
That's why I said, so officially that I know of, Disneyland is the only one to have said what they're doing with the annual passes, which is canceling them. They're going to come up with a new option.
Yeah.
So they are going to refund people that still have payments on their annual passes, etc. But no other large amusement park, to my knowledge, around the area has said anything otherwise. But what I was saying with that, it was like, we've all been to all of those large amusement parks, and I would say that my favorite of them are Disneyland and Universal. If I had to pick a third, I do love Six Flags for its roller coasters. I think by far it has the best because it's geared towards roller coasters as opposed to attractions. But Knott's is fun for the family for sure.
I think I like Knott's more than Six Flags.
By yourself or with a family?
What do you mean by myself? Like
what I just said was that, like, Six Flags is fun for roller coasters and people
I still like Knott's more because they got more food. I like the attractions. I like the what? They got better food.
No, I heard you say they got more food. I'm like, that more food?
Well, better food,
I'll be honest, it's been a long time.
Yeah, Six Flags has shit food.
Six Flags Six Flags has they have the more extreme coasters, but
everything else is lacking.
Everything else is kind of whack.
I'll give you that only because I honestly don't remember their food selection and all that stuff, like the food experience. So food
just super basic.
Food experience, if we're talking about in the park.
Disneyland's number one.
Yeah, Disneyland, obviously. And Universal though. Universal has great food.
Universal, Universal does have pretty good food.
That was recent though. So for my two favorite places to eat at Universal are at first the Three Broomsticks in the Wizarding World, and the fucking Isla New bar. I think that's their alcohol bar. Their Jurassic World restaurant got some amazing Cuban food, and I'm like, this is really good.
I ate there too. It was really good.
Yeah.
Fried plantains and like not pulled pork, but like it was pulled pork essentially, and like that's so fucking good. Like,
but Bumblebee Man tacos are pretty damn good.
I haven't had that though. Have you had it?
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. So I can't remember a single thing I've ever eaten at Six Flags, but I do love their coasters above all else. If you're going straight on just rides, coasters for sure. Six Flags. But either way, yeah. So
the full-on experience at Knott's Berry Farm is a lot different than it's more of a
they're all different.
Disneyland.
That's what I like.
It's more of a kind of a Disneyland style to where they have that Western theme, and it kind of consumes you. It's a little bit different than That's what I don't like about Six Flags. It's a little more bare bones, just like this is what it is. It's an amusement park with some extreme coasters, and that's about it.
The last time that I went to Six Flags, I want to say it was with you and Tony. Do you remember that?
Well, the last time I went.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I don't remember there being a lot of other things except for coasters. When I think Six Flags, I think of fun coasters.
That's what I'm saying.
Adrenaline. But yeah,
give it up.
Yeah, what was it? Fuck, burping.
Airborne.
I would love for you to talk while I'm burping. Thank you.
I would love for you to stop burping.
Dude, I drank 4 cans of beer. This is what I'm saying, where it's like, this is a 7.7% alcohol beer. I drank 4 of these and I don't feel shit.
Not yet. I'm gonna find you naked in the front yard tomorrow.
Yeah, down your stairs.
You have no idea. You have no idea how much booze I've been drinking in the fucking pandemic.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
I killed 2 bottles of Jack Daniels in a day. 2 days. Sorry, 2 days.
Oh my god.
So a bottle of Jack each day. Yeah.
Oh, Costco now has Kentucky whiskey, and it's really fucking good.
Kentucky whiskey.
Or Tennessee whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey.
Is Jack Kentucky or Tennessee? I forgot.
Tennessee.
Okay, yeah. So this is it's actually a very good price.
Lynchburg, Tennessee.
Yeah, it's a really good price, and I think better Jack. If you happen to go to Costco or know anyone and like whatever, or actually, yeah, I mean you can buy alcohol without a membership. I would highly recommend checking out the Kirkland Tennessee whiskey because I bought a bottle of it and it's actually really good. And it was like $16 for a liter, 1.75 liter.
Thanks.
It's really cheap.
I just bought a giant bottle of Smirnoff right now for like.
Ugh, hate Smirnoff.
I know. I'm like, I need something to mix.
Do you have a Costco near you?
I don't think so.
No, because I was gonna say, like, trust me, if you're looking for large bottles of booze, you can definitely get it there, and you don't need a membership. So,
well, I go to. I've just found out I just found a Smart and Final.
Oh, that's where I go to save time, money, and shop like a pro.
But Smart and Final is the shit for booze. So,
really?
Yeah, for sure. That's where you go. Shop like a pro, man.
Like money, shop like a pro.
I got a giant bottle of Smirnoff for it was like $18.
Okay, I mean that's cool.
Yeah.
I think because I go to Costco, that I honestly don't know like go into the booze section in Smart and Final except for like beers or whatever if I'm trying to get something like that.
But even then, it's the best place to buy fucking large like bulk of any alcohol.
Okay, because Costco, they all have the handle size, 1.75 liters. All of them except not all of them. Okay, so all of them I get. So like the tequila, the gin, the vodka. There's American and French vodka, but American's cheaper. And then all the whiskey, and like I said, the Tennessee whiskey is all under $20.
Whiskey,
giant bottle. So I yeah, whatever. I mean that's just where I go because I know it's there and I know it's good rather than just cheap. I hate Smirnoff. That's for
wasn't good. I put it in this soda because I went to Taco Bell. Oh, you can't even see it. Oh my God, it's green. You can't see it.
Welcome to our world, bro. I'm trying to show you things, and it's just like, nah.
It's green. It's green.
Yeah, I got a case of Wild Barrel delivered to my house.
Nice. So. Ricky has beer fucking delivery service over here.
What? Oh, you got
nice.
It's all California.
What is? It's all good. Either way, so we're I don't know why, and I do love this, to be honest. I think we're having a great conversation, but we are 2.5 hours in. We haven't even broached the third subject is WandaVision. I don't know if we really want to. We want to talk about it real quick.
Let's talk about it. Real quick.
All right, so everyone that is listening and watching and etc., we did want to save this for last because we are going into spoilers. I found the way to prevent Ryan from spoiling things is by giving him a spoiler section. And that is the last section. So we are going to talk about WandaVision. 100% we will be doing tangents, of course, but be warned that if you are listening / watching past this point, there will be WandaVision spoilers for episode 1 and 2. That being said, you have been warned. I appreciate you watching. If you are jumping out, listening, etc., blah blah blah, and we're jumping into it right now. So, WandaVision episode 1 and 2. I am very happy we got two episodes to start off with. I have heard from reviewers that they got access to a third episode, and that's even better. So, if you have an opinion on this, I would definitely like to hear it because watching these two, it is very interesting. Because I'll be honest, I wasn't fully enthralled from the beginning. However, I did.
The whole time when I started watching that first episode, I was like, "There's no way Garrett likes this."
Yeah, and I started off. And I'm like, kind of weird, I'm like, I want a little bit more. But, and I will say this: the more I watched it, the more I got into it, and the more I loved it. So if they gave me only one episode, I don't know how I'd feel right now. But the fact that they gave me 2, I'm like, okay, I see the trajectory. I already assumed a lot of this, but I like that they're doing it, and I want to be reassured in that sense.
I want Ricky to go first.
Ricky, you've definitely seen this, right? I'm just making sure that.
Yes, I have.
Good. And so I'll definitely defer to you because I want to see what you thought. But I'm very glad that they gave us what they did, but I want to see so much more. I want to see more now. Ricky, how did you?
Yeah, no, I'm the same way. I definitely want to see more. And I was like, I think when we kind of brought it up in the other episodes before this, I was like one of the people who kind of stayed away from like any of the like possible like what's it called? People were like spoilers, or even like watching the trailers and stuff like that. I try to stay away from that.
Okay.
So going into it without really knowing too much, it did start a little slow, but I kind of like enjoyed like the sitcom-y tropes that it was like, it had a lot of like callbacks to a lot of the old sitcom shows like I Love Lucy and the Dick Van Dyke Show, stuff like that. So that was kind of cool. But and then Bewitched. Once it got into like I guess the end of the first episode, where we kind of get a glimpse of something more happening. That's I'm just like, okay,
we're doing full spoilers, so I'm just so everyone knows. And then I like this because this format, this way we can definitely jump straight into it, and we don't have to hold back. We are allowed to go full spoiler now.
Okay, yeah. So we see like this weird back end where it's like I don't know, televisions and a television watching the sitcom from a distance,
monitoring them. Right?
Yeah, but also, obviously a lot more. And you see the Sword logo, which is bringing another Shield-like company into the mix now.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, it was super cool. Like, I definitely like there's a lot more questions than answers, but that's obviously built that way. Like, it's going to be slowly building up and answering all these questions, and that's awesome.
I agree. One great analogy somebody said was like it was a weird mix of like all those old school sitcoms with like Lost.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's great because it's like there's so much stuff, and even though we have kind of like an idea, we don't know for sure, and it's very Lost-esque. Definitely with Sword. The thing with that is I find that so interesting because Sword in the comics has generally been or an extraterrestrial sort of monitoring side or companion to Shield, whereas I mean, to my knowledge, like Wanda and Vision are terrestrial. Maybe something else that is extraterrestrial is at play. We don't know. But I thought that was very interesting, and going into the tiny little things that they let us sort of see, and the fact that they're definitely admitting that one, this is not real, seemingly.
Yeah.
Two, it appears to be happening to them as opposed to just Wanda making it up, because some people were like, oh, maybe just Wanda is just making it up in her head. Maybe she is, but maybe it's not voluntary entirely, because there was the thing with the radio where it's like, who's doing this to you? I was like, ooh, what's happening?
Yeah.
They definitely are setting this up so much to the fact that like we want you to ask questions because there's a lot of shit going on that is not going to be what you think at first glance, and I love that part. And so I'm very happy. I'm also really loving what is her name? Who plays Scarlet Witch? Elizabeth. I kept singing her sisters' names because they're twins and Elizabeth Olsen. She's doing an amazing job at acting because it's so different and it's jumping around, and I really appreciate that. I think she's doing an amazing job. Super duper niche side note just between us three. Ricky, did you ever have Miss Hunter as a teacher in a row?
No, I never did.
There was a multiple points where I was looking at Elizabeth Olsen and thinking that she kind of looks like a young Miss Hunter, and I thought that was kind of weird.
That is super random.
This definitely upset Ryan, but I'm just that. The thing.
No.
Yeah, I never had her enough to make that connection.
No.
Well, just saying. All right, Ryan, what do you think of
Yakety yak?
I hated it.
Huh?
I hated it.
You hated
Oh
it?
shit!
I fucking hated it.
Wow.
Wow.
I watched both those episodes going, I fucking hate this. I hate this so fucking much.
I have to pause you right there because when I was saying the Olsen twins, D said Kate and Asley.
Right.
I'm sorry, D, but I mean, you're close, but no cigar. It's Mary Kate and Ashley.
Kate and Asley.
And then
Mary Kate and Ashley.
and then this. Yes. You hated it. Okay.
I hated it. But here's like you said. Obviously, I'm going to continue to watch. Second episode definitely has a lot more going on as far as like what. I guess the first episode in that whole thing. It's like we went through a whole episode of what 1950s sitcom.
Yeah.
And then an entire like it just seemed so fucking just pandering to me. Like I nothing was funny, and they had the laugh track, and it was like, you know, I didn't think it was funny at all. And then it was like, okay, I get what they're trying to do here, but like at the same time, you're not giving me what I want. And
okay, so let me ask you this then: what did you want, and what did you expect? Because you've seen trailers, you kind of
yeah, absolutely, and you know, and so I went in with like no expectation really. I didn't expect it to take so long for us to get any sort of like reveal of what to give us, so you know, to get us more invested. And we didn't get any of it until the end of that episode, and then more and more in the second episode. I have to rewatch the second episode because Doug did barge in while I was watching it. So,
I had my dick out, and I was just like trying to cover it real quick.
Who insisted on just shitting on everything, you know? So, but he was right, you know. I didn't disagree with him because I was watching it, and I'm just like, this is fucking. It's just like I said, it just seemed so pandering, and I mean. As somebody who likes to get into a TV show, you know, you would think that the first episode would kind of grab you. But for anybody, I was watching it thinking like anybody who's not into the MCU and just decided to put this on would have no fucking idea what was going on. And this would infuriate them.
I am very curious about that. And I really, I think I'm going to actually try and find someone of our friends that we could bring on at least maybe and let us know if they checked it out, because that's the thing. It's difficult nowadays to find someone that is not very familiar with.
Sure. I mean, and obviously we're not on that. You know, that's not our world. Mostly we talk to people who are fully invested in these storylines. But I imagine by throwing this onto a streaming service for people who are just invested in Disney. So there's plenty of Disney fans who don't really care for these Marvel Cinematic Universe movies. And if they throw this on just thinking, oh, new TV show, not really knowing what it is, they'd be fucking just completely outraged for what this was, because it was a piece of shit in my opinion, that first one.
Okay, let me ask you this then. What did you dislike the most?
Like I said, it was just daunting. I mean, fucking not daunting, fucking pandering. A lot of it just seemed like we already know what's happening here as MCU fans. So why are you making me watch this for? What was it? Was it 30 minutes? It was a 30-minute episode, right?
yeah.
Was it 30 minutes?
If it was an hour, I would have loved it. But
if it was an hour, I would have.
There was no jumpsuits.
I didn't like it. I really didn't. We're so invested in these characters, and I understand. I totally get that we're like, but like, I wanted more of an understanding that this is a universe that's not really happening, and to me going into it, it's like you're kind of trying to make the viewer invested in this whole thing before revealing, which I thought was like kind of, You know what I mean? Like I was like, why put me through this whole fucking sitcom that I didn't even like, and then for you to finally tell me.
No color.
They ought to be separated. No, I'm just kidding. But do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I felt like there was just too much, masturbatory fucking shit that they were putting on in this first episode before we were revealed that they were in this kind of almost imprisonment, but which we already know. So like, why fuck with us and make us sit through this whole fucking, I don't know. But, maybe I had a whole other different, view of it, but I'm definitely going to keep watching. I did not like that first episode at all.
Okay, what about the second one?
The second one I liked a lot more because tragedy starts to strike a little bit more. Things start fucking unfolding. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's going to be the progression of the episode.
Absolutely. I'm just saying that first episode. I'm watching it. I'm like, I fucking hate this. This is like. That's
entirely understandable, in all honesty, because of okay. So there's different things at play. I 100% understand you, and I think there's a part of me that would agree if I didn't know an idea of the trajectory that they're going.
Yeah. And so that's why I kept watching. Obviously, like normally, if I were this invested into something, that if I didn't know the backstory, I guess that's what I'm saying. If I didn't know the backstory, I would have turned that bitch off. I would have turned it off in the first 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes.
I somewhat understand. No, I do understand that. I don't know that I would agree with you because I can't tell. A version of me that has never seen an MCU thing and not known about the comics.
Right.
I don't know what they would.
Me neither. What I'm saying, I guess, what I'm trying to say is the only. What?
The thing is, because you do know.
That's the only thing that kept me invested.
But let's listen. But you didn't enjoy it, like
not at all. No,
that I find weird a little. That's what I have contention with, because I do understand what you're saying. If somebody had no idea what this was and just like for me, I told you I just put on Raised by Wolves. I had no idea what that's about. If I just saw this with nothing to go on before this, would I not enjoy it? As someone who I am, I enjoy Marvel as movies, as comics, etc. I have some backstory of possibility. I enjoy this because I want to see how it's gonna turn out.
Right. But that's what I'm telling you is that's the only thing that kept me invested. Is because I too want to see how this plays out because I'm fully invested in these characters and in this series and or this trajectory of these characters. Like I want to know how this plays out. But like if this were just a series that were put out, I would not care for it at all.
Interesting. Ricky, how do you feel on this? After watching it, did you like it, not like it, as far as like that aspect goes? Do you think that if you didn't know about the MCU that you would like it less?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can see the point of it if it wasn't the MCU. Like I guess I wouldn't enjoy it either, because I mean it'd just be like, I don't know, an homage of trying to be a bunch of different
homage of
sitcoms.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
But I mean, because of the characters and because I know, what they're capable of. I mean, just watching the first episode, I thought this was a world where Scarlet Witch or Wanda had full control of everything that was going on because the way she manipulated her saving the fucking boss. So it's like, okay, like she kind of snapped into like, being in control for a bit.
Yeah.
And then the second episode where it's like, okay, well now like someone's kind of trying to get in touch with her and asking her who's doing it to her. It's like, so is she in control? Is she not? So things like that. Like I like the intrigue of like there's like being like a lot. There's a shit ton of mystery going on, and what we're seeing maybe just a facade.
I'm sorry. I just thought the thing was like, no, it'd be awesome. I want to see an edit where when anything like gets revealed as being weird, at the end it's like the the lost sound effect. Was
Yeah.
cuts the black.
Okay, so let me let me say this too. Was like I said, okay. I think it just took too long for us to understand that this was an alternate reality. So that's what I'm saying is like, why, like, I didn't like that they did basically a whole fucking sitcom I Love Lucy episode where you're sitting there waiting for the fucking shoe to drop, like it. But I just didn't like that they made this whole other universe for us when it's going to change anyway, and we're not. And you know, I mean, understood there were a few things that they needed to set up. Understood that, but like, it I don't know. Like I said, it's like it just didn't. And I feel like if they were to do, I felt like the execution of doing this homage to these 1950s sitcoms and stuff, I felt like it fell flat because yes, they're doing what they did, but the jokes, like, I feel like they could have modernized the jokes, at least the bits, you know what I mean? Like, not just at least to not make it seem so fucking flat. It just felt flat. Like I didn't like a lot of that. And even then I can watch I Love Lucy episodes and laugh my ass off. Like,
really?
Yes, for sure. I can watch. I
want to say that this is the weirdest thing that we have an interesting, not disagreement on per se, but like you disliking that route and me understanding and liking that route, because I don't like where it comes. Like, you could show me every episode of I Love Lucy. I've seen so many, and I wouldn't laugh.
But here's the thing: I think that the reason why is because I actually really love those old TV series and love what they represented and what they were, and I can still watch them and enjoy them. And what I watched was a pandering version and a flat fucking attempt at what those were.
You know what? I actually understand now, and I agree with you, and that's weird.
Yeah.
I'm scared, Ryan. Because what you just said is I 100% agree with. If I like them, and if I remember them in a certain way, this is not them doing that. This is them 100. But I think that is intentional, at least saying that. Whether it's like it or dislike it is a different thing.
Yeah.
But yes, if I can compare what you are given to something like a Dick Van Dyke I Love Lucy, it is a flatter delivery.
Yes.
Yeah, like unless there's someone like in the background where like they're like manipulating like time frames that she's like able to like be in or something like that. Like I don't really see the point of like even having like Ryan said, like so much of it being in like the certain time frame, like in like time zones, whatever it is.
Because of like we saw in the trailer, it's going to continue into a different.
Yeah, so it's going to different. Like, yeah, it's going to continually go into like I guess the future.
So
now,
why do we spend so much time establishing this time frame when they're clearly going to be moving to the 70s over in the next couple episodes? You know.
Well, okay, so I don't know if this is what it is, but I love the intricacies of it because I know what I think is going to happen.
Well, don't get me wrong. What you said about her and everything, I really did enjoy, and I thought she was selling it fucking brilliantly. I didn't really buy what's his name that plays Vision too much. You know,
that was weird.
He's very flat. He's not. She was selling it. She was selling like that fucking that bewitched like I Love Lucy kind of feel.
He wasn't, but that might. That might play into what it is, to be honest. So like that is the thing that I was gonna say was like I don't think that they were gonna go for if you like, and this is obviously a decision higher up than just the actors. This is a thing where it's like this is not them trying to recreate or recapture the magic of something like a Dick Van Dyke I Love Lucy. This is them simply saying that these people seemingly are trapped in a world where this is what they're living out.
Yeah, understood.
It's all a wink wink to the camera type of thing where it's just like, oh hey hon, how was your day? It's like, oh, I stepped in some poop and blah blah blah. Like it's not them act like, because I Love Lucy, Dick Van Dyke, all of these sitcoms were meant to be, this is their actual life.
Yeah.
But it's funny. As opposed to this, where I think they're stuck in a realm where they have to embody that sort of thing, and so I this is really interesting because I'll be honest, I didn't think we were going to have this complex of a conversation about it. But excuse me,
it's a complex show.
It is. This is by far the most complex show or movie that MCU has had, because everything's been pretty straightforward aside from an amount of Doctor Strange and Ant-Man, kind of. But you were never really given examples. You were never really deep diving into it. This, you are going head on into the fact that Wanda has the power to manipulate realities, and something is going on that shouldn't be happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we don't know why. Don't know why. We can think of things, but we don't know why. We aren't given the examples. And I think it's so interesting. And of course, given the trailers and people have still shotted stuff, 100% they're going through the decades. So the next episode will probably be like 70s, 80s, etc. Up until modern times. And
60s, I guess. 60s was...
no, I think so. I believe they went through two. They went through 50s, Dick Van Dyke, Lucy. 60s was more the Bewitched episode 2. Yeah. I would wager then that episode 3 would be 70s.
Yeah.
4 80s, etc., etc.
Yeah.
But you see that they become more cognizant of what's going to happen.
Do you think they're going to do a Full House episode with the old?
I have been so wanting that.
That would be really interesting.
I will say this, that because of the trailers, I don't know for sure, maybe an homage.
Yeah.
You have no idea how much
they're already shooting that. We've already seen that they're going to be in the Brady Bunch house, you know?
Yeah. When did Full House start? I don't know. Was it 80s or early 90s?
There had to have been early 90s, like 90s.
Early 90s.
The Olsen twins are like 2 years older than us, right? There.
Olsen twins have to be at least 4 years older than us. So,
yeah,
I think so.
Olsen twins, because they started, I would say, when they were less than one. Olsen twins.
No, they were like,
yeah, they were born in 86.
Yeah.
Okay, well, when did Full House?
Full House started in 1987.
Oh, well, then maybe they do a Full House episode. I have, when I first found out the premise of this show, I want a Full House episode so badly, because the thing, and I understand it. So two things that I noticed recently. Macaulay Culkin's brother, Kieran Culkin, has been acting just as long, just not been as famous until recently.
Yep. And he has two brothers that have been acting.
And I don't know the other one. But I'm saying Kieran Culkin, who the first time
Rory is the other one.
The first time that I knew that Kieran Culkin was an actor and related to Macaulay Culkin was Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah.
Apparently he was in Home Alone.
I was like, he was in Home Alone. He's a cousin.
I didn't know that.
He's Fuller.
He's gonna wet the bed.
Fuck, really? That's him?
Yeah, it's his brother.
I didn't know that.
Wow.
That's him. That's funny.
Macaulay Culkin was so famous that you had no idea about anyone else. And I find that
completely trumped his own fucking family.
Well, this happens. So the Hemsworth family. I would imagine now, but so the Hemsworth family, they have like 4 brothers or something. Obviously, Chris Hemsworth is Thor. But then you have Liam, who was in Hunger Games, and then another brother who apparently even played Thor in the Taika Waititi play for Ragnarok. That is Chris Hemsworth's older brother, who is an actor. Even like the Skarsgårds are like a huge fucking that too.
they're a huge family in Hollywood.
So yeah, then you have Kieran Culkin, who is been acting just as long, but not nearly as famous.
And Rory Culkin has been shining through pretty damn recently too.
I don't know that name, so I don't even know who it is.
He was in Lords of Chaos, which was a pretty good indie movie about the Norwegian death metal band called Norwegian black metal band called Mayhem. And so they did this biopic about that band and what went on and how he plays the character that ends up getting stabbed to death. But it's a pretty fucking great movie. Yeah,
got it.
Oh, Rory's in Signs. He plays the son in Signs.
That's right. Rory's the little kid in Signs. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I wouldn't have guessed that in 1,000 years. But then of course, Elizabeth Olsen has also been acting. She was in a ton of the Olsen twin movies.
She was in that Aubrey Plaza movie. Ingrid Goes West. She's in that one too.
Yeah. So that's why it's so interesting. But the thing is, they don't really reference it. And us as fans, even though I get it, they don't necessarily want to be like, yes, I have famous siblings. I so badly want them to do it.
Yeah.
Like
that would be awesome.
If Kieran Culkin did a Home Alone skit, I would love it. If any of the Hemsworth brothers, well, technically, not Liam, the other guy, fucking his older brother, was in Ragnarok, so he was the only one to really kind of jump into it for a bit, and I think that was because Taika's a genius, by the way, and there is rumor that Matt Damon has entered the area I don't know if they're doing New Zealand or Australia, but the filming for Thor Love and Thunder, there is a rumor that Matt Damon's in it, and I love it because we have Matt Damon. Technically, it seems like Matt Damon is an Asgardian, seemingly.
Yeah,
he was an actor.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
he played Loki. You know, who was he? Was he Loki?
He Loki in the play. Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
So it does make sense that his character could jump back out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's funny.
Like, I survived the snap. I survived Thanos, and I'm Matt Damon.
I mean,
I'm your brother now.
He could be somebody living in a new Asgard right now. You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's very possible.
Yeah.
And because of the premise of WandaVision, I so badly want them to do that. There's nothing to suggest that yet, but I really want them to do a Full House episode.
Yeah,
it'd be awesome.
I do want to wrap this up for multiple reasons. One, we've been going for 3 hours now, which is awesome. I think this is probably one of the best episodes we've had in a long time. Hopefully, our audience has stuck with us, or like Ryan has said, you can stop it, you can pause it, and come back, bro. Two, I have to pee so bad.
Okay, let's wrap it up.
Same.
I need drinks.
Also need to eat food. That's a good thing.
I ate 2 tacos while we were talking. I don't know.
That's impressive. I want to thank everyone for watching and listening. Of course, thank you very much. You can follow us everywhere at Humpcast. You can follow everyone. They have their things, their ats on screen. And we'll be back next week. We always want to just give you a fun new type of thing you never know what you're going to get with Humpcast, in my opinion. Tell your friends, please. We would love to have more people in our audience. We would like the engagement, etc. And of course, if you want, support at streamlabs.com/Humpcast video, and your shit will be on the screen or whatever.
You can be like Jim.
You could
be like Jim.
Jim's back.
He's back.
He's
Jim STD.
Yeah. Maybe I'll sing you a song. We'll see. For Ricky C, for Randy, I am Garrett Lee, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Good night.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit it off.